Hey everybody, what's going on? Hope you had a safe New Year's Eve and that 3 days into the new year, you're not thinking about Armageddon already. Got kind of a random show tonight because, we did our, goals for 2026 last week, but I got a bunch of stuff to show off. There are some things to talk about. The main topic is going to be we're going to be talking about teasers and trailers and what makes a good teaser trailer for you. Going to talk about some of the books that I've read. Going to talk about some stuff Jenna got. I'm going to show off some of Jenna's stuff she got for Christmas and her birthday, which was awesome. We went to Poncho. She wanted to go to Poncho's for her birthday, and if you don't know what Poncho's is, it's a Mexican buffet. Basically, you pay whatever buffet price is and eat all you want. This is a place that I've loved since I was a little kid. When it was just me and my mom. My mom worked for a Poncho's. I ate Poncho's all the time as a kid. Hey, what's up, Triple B? People ask me this day, how can you eat that? You've been eating it your whole life because it's good. Like I have two different records at the Ponchos that was here in where we live. It's not here anymore, but I had one for 99 tacos. I just couldn't get that 100, and I got one for 80 something tacos. This time I didn't go as hard. I had like 14, so I definitely got my money's worth. You just raise a flag, they come to your table, and it's just 3 or 4 tacos every time. Glorious. She had a good time. We finished up Lord of the Rings, and let's see. We're not going to get into any kind of spoilery talk about it at all because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But Stranger Things has ended. Now I'll get a little bit more into that once we get going. But first, like I said last time, I want to give shout outs and props to other channels. I'm going to try to break this up, folks. Like I'm going to show all the channels you should check out. Then I'll get into stuff I've read and so on and so forth. Don't want to just do boom 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 all down the line. Oh, is Preston here? It didn't pop up on my side for some reason. That's weird. Uh, well, first up, as always, if I have these in the right order this time, the experience. That is what I do when I'm not doing this show. I am behind the scenes on that one. Shows 5 days a week, sometimes six. And I say sometimes because usually there's a producers live on Sunday. There will not be one this Sunday. Y'all send some good vibes to Kyle. He's very hey, there we go. There you are, Preston. Um, he's very under the weather. He's lost his voice, so he canceled that show for tomorrow. There will be a show on Monday, Comic Collectibles, with Rex, John, and Rocket Robbie. Uh, Best Coast Comics is actually taking the night off. So, well, Preston, I appreciate that. I didn't see it first for some reason. That was weird. Uh, so they're taking the night off. So the only show that night will be Comic Collectibles. So be sure to check that out. Next one, K-pop junkie, our friend Katie, the live queen. Probably one of the reasons she's not here right now. She's probably live. So do yourself a favor. She's got great interviews. She's really awesome to watch. She's a cool person. She's a great member of the community. So hopefully I left that up long enough. Next one, I got this mixed up last week. Geeks Unleashed, relatively small channel. Steph/Link, depending on where you know him from. That's usually on PCP Movie Nights is a part of this channel. They got some really cool stuff going on over there as well. Definitely for a smaller channel, they're definitely more put together than I am. Next up, another one that Link Steph is on, Blood Splatter Chatter with Verno. If you're a fan of horror, this is the channel you need to go to. Verno is hilarious. They have trivia every now and then. It's just, again, it's one of those channels that I don't comment on a lot of channels that I watch. I really should, but I'll leave my thumbs up and stuff to support. Speaking of supporting, well, we're just going to bring most of the freaking PCP crew here, because next Jelani and Brooks with Go Figure Reviews. If you're a fan of those Marvel Legends figures or any of those kind of action figures, this is the channel you need to check out. Jelani and Brooks are awesome. They're two of the funniest people. Brooks, I don't think tries to be funny. He's just funny to me. I mean that in the best way possible. So yeah, check them out. Then of course, got to shout out my boy Phable, one collection down, PCP, the Bad Batch. Hopefully we'll start seeing a little more of him this coming up year. But Fable's a really good dude. Glad to see things are kind of turning out better for him. So make sure you check him out. Another awesome member of this community. Almost done, folks, I promise. Tracy Medina. You've seen her art on Comic Collectibles, and I've done some unboxings, and some other folks have shown off some of the stuff they've gotten from her. She's at 60-something subs now. I missed her first live, didn't get a notification for it, but she has started the live process. So be sure to check her out. Then we got Bad Bug. Bad Bug Media is a company that I push 100%. Not a bad book from them ever, at least in my opinion. That link will take you directly to their website. You can order some of the books that they have there, whether it's digital or physical copy. Then we have him in the chat. BBB Haunted Comics. Love this dude. He's been on the show a few times. Has his own channel live every Wednesday night, showing off the hottest covers. Make sure you check him out. Not only check out his YouTube, but also check out his Patreon. I can't really do Patreon stuff right now, so the best I can do is tell you, if you're a fan of his channel and you can, check out his Patreon. Last two, folks, I promise. Garrett Gunn Patreon. I talk about Garrett all the time as well. Just did an unboxing for Christmas Caroline the other day. I love this guy. He is the definition of meet your hero. Such a sweetheart of a man. I will back and support this man any way that I can. Garrett is a larger than life personality and just is a genius in my view. So there's Garrett's Patreon. And of course, as always, our sister channel, Weirdos Podcast, which, speaking of that, I'm going to go ahead and bring them on. I know they've been sitting in the back for 18 hours while I'm trying to get through all this stuff, but make sure you check out Weirdos Podcast. We're going to be talking about some stuff they got going on. Ed, hold that up for just a second. I'm fixing to put us all on screen where we can see. Check this out, folks. Look at that.
Hail Hydra.
Hold it up a little bit higher. There you go. Now you can see the hail part.
Wow. That's real close.
It's awesome. It's for Michigan football. It's our little mascot from the 50s. He went classic on me. Mr. Note made it for me for Christmas.
Exactly. And let me pop this up just so y'all can see. I got mine hanging up. I was saying before the show, it's weird that when I cover it just a little bit, you see that little flash? It shows the actual color. That's crazy to me. I guess it's the camera that does that. But these are awesome. I can't wait to entice Note to make us so many more of those. I want a whole room full of them.
The funniest thing is I haven't even made one for myself.
Damn, dude, you need to get on that.
Well, it'll probably be a turtle one or something like that. So uncreative. Yeah. But
you should do your name.
Sir, you are definitely not uncreative.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Creating like a madman.
SVG.
So, I know we're only 3 days in, but how's your New Year's been so far?
Nothing different than 25.
Yeah,
so I have nothing to report. Ooh, here you go. Can you see that one?
Ooh.
It's a half jack-o'-lantern, half Jack Skellington.
There it goes. See, you hold it that close to the camera, the color pops.
Yeah, but then you can't see the whole thing. So it's a win-loss thing. But it's cool as hell. I love this one. I love them all. Don't get me wrong, but and I got one more. So it just takes me a minute because I don't want to drop them. So feel free. Keep talking.
Oh, let's see.
And I think the one that he's getting ready to show, I also made for Jenna.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, well, then he can just show it if he's got it.
It is not near me.
Wow. I don't have the adapter for that one. It's got a different connector.
Of course.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
The box is close enough. I got it over here in a box.
Of course, the guy that sends it to you has got to mismatch everything up on you. Yeah,
you give 12 different chords to the guy with carpal tunnel. Thanks, no, appreciate that. No, I love these things, man. They're awesome. I just wish I had a place to hang them where they could be seen all the time like Jay's. But now I'm like, oh no, that's no. I thought my camera went out. Like that's actually. Oh yeah, that's the same one. Put it closer and they can probably see it.
Well,
won't work.
I can only kind of get so close.
It's working for the most part.
There we go.
Yep, I got that one too. That was my last one.
Almost looks like the LED drooped on the inside of that one.
Are you drooping, Jay?
What was it, me?
Yeah, I bet that's what happened.
Poor Spidey has
whatever.
Never mind.
That thing is awesome. Are you kidding me?
It is awesome. It's awesome even if it didn't light up.
That's true. And then just because I know we showed this off during the unboxing, but since it's right here. Oh, I did not notice that.
Uh-oh.
What is that one?
I don't know if that's a good thing to notice or bad thing.
No, I didn't notice the Gears of War one was
oh, Gears of War.
Oh, able to be hung on the wall.
Well, no, it is. I mean, how you have it set up back here instead of the cord plugging in?
Yeah. Yeah, some of those are like that. I think that might be the only one that you guys got that was like that.
Super
That's kind of cool, man. Well, your camera was adjusting to it, and it made it look like it was blinking like a Christmas tree.
Well, he's
cool.
dimming it.
Oh, okay. Maybe I didn't
Brightening
realize that.
Yeah, Triple B Nope made these.
Yes, sir.
And the coolest thing is, Nope didn't know this, but in the Gears of War game, when you get hit with anything, this kind of symbol shows up on screen. And the more you get hit, the more the symbol kind of fills up. So having it on a dimmer switch is maniacally genius. Like,
and accidental for sure.
Still genius nonetheless.
Hey, Triple B. Hey, Preston. Hey, anybody else I can't see out there?
So, I'm gonna go ahead and show off some of this stuff. Show you what Jenna got for her birthday / Christmas, because she's a little tired. So she said she might pop in later, but she doesn't know yet. So I got her these figures. It's the first one. The Jack one, of course. Now, the thing was that comic that I believe Eddie and his wife got. That was what I was going to get her as well.
Mm-hmm.
By the time I went to the store to get it, it was already sold out. So then I happened to be walking around and found these two figures. Now, I was going to get her one, but I was like, well, I can't get her Jack without getting her Sally too. So I got her both the figures.
Does
Which
the
book are you
figure?
talking about? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Do what?
Go
I was
ahead.
just going to ask, which book were you talking about?
It's the graphic novel. Well, maybe it was hers. Maybe it was Sally's graphic novel, because I know
Yeah,
that
we
there's,
have
like,
that
From
too.
Dynamite?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, that
Yeah,
was
something about
actually
the
in our
Pumpkin
store.
Queen.
Yeah, it was actually in our store, so I was gonna pick it up along with these books that she wanted.
Oh, wow.
She wanted these specifically because of the edges.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
I love it whenever they emboss the edges.
Mm.
Oh, they did multiples. I didn't know these were that big of a book.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then they went. Her and Sean went one day and got these like mystery ornaments. So she got a 0, and then she got a
Very cool.
Sally. And these things are freaking heavy. Like, I don't. This is thick plastic right here.
Can
Yeah.
can
My
you
lady.
take? Go ahead.
No. You go ahead. I cut you off last time.
No, go for it, man.
Rock, paper,
I was
scissors,
just going to
shoot.
say real quick. My
Mhm.
lady, she wound up buying a box of those things because they were half off, 75% off, whatever, just so she could try and get all 6 of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's one
After
more on
2
the
days,
table.
she was successful.
Yeah, there's one more on the table, but nobody's opened it yet. What were you gonna say, Ed?
That's why I
Oh,
wanted him to go.
can you take the figure of Jack off the stand?
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, unfortunately, for whatever reason,
That was totally for Henri.
I know.
I was trying to phrase it so it came out right. Huh.
Yeah.
Came out right.
I was gonna say, I can't keep Jack on the stand. He just.
Well, that's awesome that you got Jack off and it came off so quickly. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
I might have to super glue him.
Ouch.
It only hurts for a little bit. Great. Now I can't get him to.
I threatened to put that in my wife's lipstick once, and she didn't think that was funny.
Then Jennifer, her birthday, she got a bunch of like free stuff from places that she visits. One of them was a free blind box figure from can't remember what the place is called, but this was like a $25 figure she got for free.
That's cool.
And it's a Stitch in a koala costume, and it's I forget what this texture is called.
Latex?
No, come
Fuzzy.
on. It's
I don't know what you're
it's
talking
fuzzy, but I don't. I know it's
Like
a
felt.
Felt?
flock.
Velvet?
It's flocked.
Flocked?
That's what it's called. It's called flocked. But
And it's basically like felt, but it's got to be different.
yeah, they call it flocked. They do it for
Is it like a clothy or is it like a rubbery or? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's like a cloth. They call it flocked.
I have never heard that term.
Yeah.
Other than flock of seagulls.
Hey now.
Don't dream it's over.
So she got that. Then she got really. I think I got a picture for it. Let me pull this up. So then she's getting really big into these. If the picture will come up, there we go. These are like little mini-verse mystery things, and it's a Lord of the Ring theme.
Oh.
And it's basically you make your own weapons. It comes with like a little anvil and a hammer. It comes with a stand. There's a file that you actually use to file because it comes with resin.
Is
So
that solder?
No, it's resin.
In the next to the little cork bottle.
So this is a little spoon. The little golden piece next to the cork bottle to get the glitter out. This freaking glitter gets everywhere, by the way. And then right next to that is a bottle. It's resin. So what you do
is it coiled up? Is it like coiled up metal?
Resin?
It just looks like solder from here.
Oh, it's just a liquid that's UV activated, which we found
Never
out.
mind. I'm just seeing it different then.
And was that little vial H or C?
What kind of powder?
Yeah.
What kind of powder?
What kind of powder we be?
So what it is, like she pulled the one she got before was, the broken sword. I always forget the name of the sword.
Adriel. How
Yeah.
far off am I, Eddie?
Son of a bitch.
So we got the broken one, left it on the stand. Well, the next one she pulled was 2 rares of Sting. Now the difference between regular Sting and a rare Sting is the rare one comes with the glitter to make it glow. So it gives you 2 handles. She pulled this thing twice. She has 3 more chances to make. And the reason she needs 3 more chances, she didn't pay attention to the fact you needed UV light. So these were sitting on our table for hours. Nothing happened.
What's that one?
This is Sting.
Oh, from Lord of the Rings.
So basically, the hilt is the only thing that's plastic. The rest of this is resin. You fill up the mold. Well, the tip, couldn't get the tip.
Does it glow? Just curious.
It's not that it glows. It came with blue and gold glitter.
It would have been cool as hell if they made it glow in the dark. You know, like
it would have, but if the camera doesn't do it justice, it really is like a blue.
Okay, cool.
A blue tint. So first time
my stupid flashlight app would not shut off, and a stupid commercial popped up. So I'm sorry, I swore.
Oh, you're good.
I was trying to get the dang thing to turn off before it killed my battery.
You're good.
I thought I heard my name. Did you guys
What's the broken sword called?
What's what?
The broken sword. Is it Adriel?
In Lord of the Rings? Narsil.
Yeah.
Narsil. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was the very
Steel Door's blade. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Narsil.
Then she got this. We were gonna have to do this one again.
It's this one is his father's sword, but yes.
This one is all resin. So
that is cool.
High sword. And then the Sting came with a mini ring on a chain.
Sting came with that?
Yeah.
Cool.
So
I was trying to think of a WCW WWE joke earlier, but I couldn't.
Oh,
you said the ultra rare Sting. I was like, oh,
come on,
think of
one. Well, she got an axe. Now here's the one that when she got it perfect on the first try. The elven sword.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of, Preston.
Donatello. Yeah. No, just Leonardo. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of half and half.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to decide which one, if it was a stick or if it was a sword.
Yeah. So basically, right here.
It's one of the elf blades, isn't it?
Yeah. Right here is where it ends. This right here is all the resin. So this one actually popped out of the mold.
So you made those?
Jenna did, yeah.
That's awesome.
So it comes with these molds, and like I said, it's small, but it's something she really likes doing. So
that's really cool, though.
You want to see how much my wife hates me?
Oh, absolutely.
Look what she got me for the guy who thinks all the time. It's like a million mind twists, riddles, and brain teasers that once I cracked the book, 3 hours went by and I was like, this is going to kill me because I can't put it down. You're trying to figure out these little mysteries and riddles and shit. And the way my brain is wired, I can't not quit thinking about it until I solve it. And I said, woman, if the solutions are not in the back of this, I will hurt you because it will kill me if I can't figure one out.
That is a good question. Didn't they rename it Andriel, the Flame of the West, when they reforged it? The sword?
Andriel?
Yeah, that's what Preston was asking.
I think that's right.
It's really close to that, but I don't think that's how it's spelled.
Well,
and I know, but now that I saw it, I can't remember the name. It's really close to that.
Well, I mean, we just watched movies, and I can't think of the name.
Well, I don't think they ever say it, do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever Elrond gives it to him in the tent,
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
it's
again,
been reforged.
When he's in with the dead people.
after
Before
watching
he
it,
goes to get him.
Yeah.
after watching it for the billionth time, it still holds up. I can't help it. Like that trilogy is one of my favorite trilogies.
That's why I think it's ridiculous for talking about remaking it. That's just ridiculous. It's
That's
perfect.
the same thing I thought with the Harry Potter thing. Like, what was wrong with the first go around? Like, they actually did a pretty darn good job.
Well, is that really a
lot of-
remake? Because I heard that was going to be like Harry Potter's kids.
No,
And
it's
that,
going to be a
Harry
remake
Potter
of
actor
the
was going to
movie.
be in it.
No, it's
No,
a
it's a
remake.
remake of the movies,
That's dumb.
but as a TV show.
Oh, so it's going to be a TV show.
Yeah,
Right.
I
So
heard
each
that they're
season
going
it's
to
gonna
do
be-
they're going to do the Cursed Child. I heard that eventually they're going to do that movie, and that's when they're going to bring back
At
the
the
actors
end.
to play their parents. That's a
Dang,
rumor.
that'll be
I've
like,
heard.
well, they would be aged up though,
Yeah,
so it might work out
yeah.
because that would at least be 7, 8, probably 10 years from now that they'd get through all 7 of those, depending on how much they split things up.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm not going to be spoiler about it, but I just wanted to touch on this real quick. Stranger Things has ended. Man, what a ride! I told Jen, I was like, I'm ready to start it all over again. I'm ready to go ahead and start binging again from season 1. A lot of divisiveness, but that's life of movies and TV shows these days. You're not going to make everyone happy. For me personally, I thought it was one of the best finales I've seen. Trust me, there's been a lot of shows that I've loved, and the finales have really let me down. Looking at you, How I Met Your Mother, and Game of Thrones.
I really
Not-
like
not-
Rings of Power, Preston. I really like that. It's nowhere near canon, but I enjoy it. I think it's good.
Yeah, we need to go back and finish that, and that's a whole other thing I have on the list on the agenda. And I didn't pull any pictures because we're just gonna talk about them. But yeah, I think it was one of the best finales I've seen. It's weird. It's a weird feeling because it's a TV show we've been watching for so long, and it's not like it was on for 9.5 years. I know everybody says, well, it's been on for it hasn't been on for 9.5 years, but just the wait and the journey, just the fact that it's over just feels weird now. It's kind of like it's over.
That's how I felt after the MASH finale.
Yeah.
Because it was on literally my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was 10, it didn't exist anymore. And I'm like, where did it go?
Yeah.
That just was so weird.
Like it's a weird feeling. Yeah. She was like, where's my figure? It's right here. It's a weird feeling. It's almost like when Smallville ended. I couldn't believe it. And then now looking back on it, Smallville's been off the air for 14 years now.
Lies and slander.
Yeah, don't ask me how long MASH has been off the air.
Lies and slander.
Yes.
Because I don't want to say
On
40
air. I don't
years.
know. Both of you were talking about. They still air it every day.
Denial.
The only way I can hear Suicide is Painless now is when your wife's on a break.
That's true.
Huh?
When you found out the words to the song from MASH.
Oh my dear.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Dear sweet baby Jesus. I had to sit down. We were live on air, and it was a commercial break that I looked it up. And when we came back, it was during my Monday show.
Yep.
And I was like, dude, because that's my theme. That's my theme music.
Yeah.
You know, that's my please wait a moment music. My elevator music, as you say.
Preston says reruns don't count.
I will fight you, Preston. I will fight you. Do you understand me? You and I are now enemies.
That's not true.
That's not true. I love you, Preston.
Don't worry, Preston, you're safe. Because she's a pussy.
Yes.
But listen. So we go off air. This is back when JD was my producer for the Monday show. Ed was like, and Alfie was in the background. Ed was like, hey, you should look up the lyrics. I was like, oh my God, there are lyrics to that song? We go to commercial break. I look it up. We come back from commercial break, and I'm just sitting there. Ed, you were there.
Yeah, I know. I remember it vividly.
You and Alfie just like start blowing up, laughing at me. And I'm in shock, like for 5 minutes of silence of you laughing in the comments and Alfie trying to bring me out of it. 5 minutes.
Have you ever watched the movie since I told you to watch it?
I couldn't find it.
Really?
I'll find it.
Oh,
I
yeah, I was
looked.
gonna say,
I'll find it.
I have it. I'll just digitize it for you.
It's not streaming anywhere, and I looked for The Nefarious Ways. And I even looked to see if I could buy it. I just couldn't find it anywhere.
Sorry, I'll find it.
It's usually on Prime. You can get it for
So
2 or 3 bucks.
real quick, because I was talking about it.
Oh, what?
No spoilers.
Uh-huh.
Stranger Things finale.
I called every second. Called it.
You called it, but
I was mad that I called it.
but
I like it was. Oh, well, it just, I got an 80-foot spider that they
Wow, that
show
sounds like
in
a
a poster in the first season. By the way,
see, I was just looking for loved it, hated it, whatever.
oh, I loved it.
Okay.
There was an 80-foot spider?
She did watch Joe versus the volcano.
I
She did.
Yeah,
that's what he's saying.
yes, I finally watched it because then I laughed like for most of it.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Spoilers.
I'm so confused.
I didn't give no
right now.
spoilers. I gave no such thing.
Well, now
I'm
I
so
know
confused.
something, though.
But you
Coming.
don't though, because I'm quoting the Wild Wild West with Will Smith. Thank you.
Well, right, but they've been teasing at that part.
Teasing or have full on shown it since season 3.
No, that's what I
Yes,
mean. Like I've seen what you're talking about. I know what you mean. So now I know that that's coming around at some point.
Are you talking about Shelob? What the heck are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
Talking about, yeah.
Get out of the cords.
The TV show
I'm
they're
just
talking
not
about.
worried about
That's what we're talking about.
Did you know Wild Wild West was also supposed to be a movie into a TV show?
It was a TV show a long time ago.
Well, yes.
Before it was a movie.
Yeah, what she's saying is that was the original plan for it if it was successful.
Did you
Yeah.
also know that was? I think that was the same director that was supposed to do the Superman movie with Nicolas Cage.
It was the producer, John
the producer. That's
Yeah.
right. And he
Wasn't
wanted the
Nicolas Cage
spiders.
one supposed to be the dude from like Batman? What's his name?
Tim Burton.
Yeah, Burton.
Yeah, Tim was the director. Kevin Smith wrote part of the script, or wrote a script for it.
See, Jenna.
And Nicolas Cage, I think, was the only person I remember being cast in it. But John Peters wanted Superman to fight a giant mechanical spider.
Were they mechanical though?
Yeah.
Or was it actually spiders? And he just
remember.
wanted big spiders. And
Yeah.
then that's why you got that little teaser in the Flash movie with that. With him fighting those spiders.
Something like that.
The Nicolas
it was
Cage
so
version
crazy.
anyways.
Yeah, it was so crazy that I don't remember. Like, he was supposed to have polar bear guardians
Mhm.
and all kinds of, like, one day, y'all, the three of us will watch The Death of Superman Lives, and we'll talk about that for a show. Because that documentary is so freaking interesting. It's called The Death of Superman Lives by the late, great John Schnepp. It's wow. Like, some of the things they wanted to do in that movie is wild.
Is that where that footage of him doing the test fitting for the suit comes from?
You look, I know I say I don't like the 2025 Superman suit, but I really didn't like the suits they wanted to try for that movie.
It was like a collar cut square, like show off his chest kind of.
It looked like a blouse.
It was
Right.
so
It
weird.
drooped.
It looked like he would like pull it down off of his shoulders to go out on a date or something.
Maybe like, and the fact it's, I like long-haired Superman, but it was long-haired Nicolas Cage in a
Well, now that you've
blazer
seen Con
with a
Air
Mickey
too.
Mouse shirt. Yeah,
Yeah.
with a Mickey Mouse shirt underneath it. Like the wardrobe for this thing. Like we'll watch that eventually, and I'll grab some pictures so we can
Put the
so we can
bunny
talk to you about
back in the
we can talk about-
box.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
Dude,
that's crazy.
I have never been more angry at a theater. I was ready to rip the seats out of the floor when I went and saw Con Air because I thought for sure that
Steve
Buscemi
Buscemi.
was going to
Yeah.
eat that girl.
Eater.
I'm like, or whatever. I'm
Right.
like, you mother, don't you touch that little girl. They're singing, got the whole. I'm like, oh, I'm just kidding. And then if they hadn't have showed her wave by to that plane, I think I'd have hurt somebody in that theater.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell happened to the girl? And then she waved, and I'm like, okay, breathe. It's just a movie.
Yeah. So I read some stuff this week. Some of it I read before the new year, so I didn't add it to my list. But I read a couple things. I finished up Battle Beast.
Oh, that's all done?
Well, this first arc, I think they're going to do more, but I don't know.
No,
It
he's
kinda
part
looked
of that thing you're trying to talk me into watching, that cartoon, right? By
Mhm.
Kirkman? Okay.
He is, but he's not a very big part of it this go round. Not yet.
What's the name of that show?
Invincible.
Invincibles. Yeah, that's right.
Bull. Just Bull.
Oh, just Bull?
Just
What,
Invincible.
is Invincible something different?
I thought you said Invincibles.
I did.
Oh,
Is that something different?
maybe.
No, but you might be confusing it for the Incredibles.
Yes, I always do. Because when Jay first told me that, I'm like, you got to be kidding. I'm not watching. I'm not
Bro,
watching.
The Incredibles is one of the best freaking cartoon superhero movies ever.
Where is my super
Which
suit?
one?
Yeah, The
The
Incredibles.
Disney one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's one of the best freaking movies, like
Well,
superhero movies ever.
I've never seen it, but that's what I thought you were talking about when you said Invincible and you were talking about how raw and everything it was. I'm like,
freaking,
Mhm.
freaking
I
Craig
was
T.
thinking of
Nelson.
the other one.
Yeah, freaking Craig T. Nelson. Yeah, that movie's golden. That movie's golden. So
Yep,
I finished
can't go
that.
wrong with it.
Yeah,
What part does Coach play?
he's the main. Oh God, he's Bob, but I can't remember Bob's
Oh, is he?
superhero name.
Hey,
Yeah,
wow. Yeah, you're right.
he's the main superhero, but I can't remember. And
Mr.
then
Incredible.
Mr. Incredible. There you go. Gee, I can't. That's so simple. I was overthinking it way too much. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
because they all
Mr. Incredible.
took his name.
Mm-hmm. Then you have Samuel L. Jackson as Frozone. Jason Lee is a character in there. Man, that movie's so good. That movie's so good. But anyway, I finished up Battle Beast. Then today, because Robbie and them were doing their end of the year comic book review, Beard had talked about this book. I knew that Jenna grabbed an issue of it. So I just read this 30 minutes before the show, Ordained from Bad Idea. This is going to be a good book if done correctly. So what you have here is this priest who's giving last rites to this gangster, and this gangster is basically telling him where the bodies are buried, because this guy is not going to live. He wants to unburden himself, all that jazz. Turns out some miracle happens and that gangster lives. And the mob boss, and his people come in and they're like, well, what do you want us to do first? And he's like, well, the first thing I want you to do is kill the priest. So they go to the church to take care of this priest. Yes, Preston, exactly.
That's the first thing I thought too.
I was overthinking it so much. I was like, what is his name? But you find out that this priest is not a normal priest. It gave me kind of Jesse Custer from Preacher vibes, but this first issue was really good. Like it, I can't wait to read more. And again, Bad Idea gets kind of a bad rap with how they did things when they first came about. Yes, a lot of it was unwarranted and silly, and they kind of made it really difficult for comic book shops. But I feel like they've really cleaned up their act on that end of it. I would tell you, if you were somebody that liked the Bad Idea stuff at first, but because of the gimmicks you kind of fell off, give this book a shot. I'm still trying to get a hold of Cul-de-sac from them, but this is a great company. You know, Dinesh Shamdasani was one of the big people at Valiant that made Valiant so great, and the folks over there and I think I lost Ed. The folks over there right now at Bad Idea, they're putting out some great books. So again, if you fell off because of the gimmicks, they're pretty much done with the gimmicks now. Let me pop him back in. But yeah, this was a great read. So now, January 1st, I said one of my goals was going to be reading at least one comic a day all year. That's not including the pick books, the wheel books. Those I'm not counting towards the list. I'm just those are for the shows. This is me reading one comic at least a day. I'll probably read more, but at least one a day. And I started out day one. If the picture will load, there we go, with Invincible Returns. This is Mark going back to his original suit. I lost that again. Mark going back to the original suit. It's kind of his redemption arc. He feels like he himself sees that he's going kind of down like a darker path, doing whatever it takes. That includes killing, and he doesn't want to be that person anymore. So this was kind of a lead up issue to something else, but this was still really, really good. Like I said, I'm a sucker for this universe. That's why I've also been really enjoying Capes. Did not know about Capes when it originally came out. And what they're doing is this is updated art, and they're continuing from the original story. So I think the original story only had 3 to 4 issues. And then with this newer one of Capes, they're going to get to the 3 issues or 4 issues and continue the story. And for me, being a fan of this universe, give me it all. Give me all Invincible all the time. So this was really good. This was my day one read. Then yesterday, another series I've really been enjoying from Mad Cave, Gunpowder Prophets. This
they have such the coolest titles, I swear.
Yeah. And this one is like, if you took Supernatural but not make it about brothers, but these partners, and threw it into like a 70s grindhouse kind of style, that's what you get with this book. The really big dude, let me blow the picture up a little bit. The really big dude right there, his name's Marley, and he can kind of see ghosts and gets premonitions about things. Huck is the blonde with the glasses. He's basically just the mouth and the face of the duo. And the first issue is them saving this little girl from a cult. Her mom hires this team. They're kind of like, I don't want to say mercenaries, but they're kind of like for hire. muscle. So they save this girl, and the next 2 issues is them escaping with her, getting chased by a biker gang, which the 2 of them easily dispatch. Then they get arrested. Then the cult brings the biker gang back to life in the 3rd issue, and then it literally is introduced to the fan. And it's crazy. It's fun. It's, probably not anything different. Not something that, I've never read a concept like this before, but it's really well done and it's a lot of fun. So this
Does that Marley guy have a flintlock gun?
I can't tell if it's that or just a sawed-off gun of some kind.
Okay. I thought maybe it was made in the old days or something.
Justin Jordan, Patrick Piazzalunga, they do great stuff. Yeah, this book is a lot of fun. I originally heard about this book from the Geek Chat, and they talked about how much they liked it, so I gave it a shot and just got done with issue 3 yesterday. Fantastic. Let's see, now, the one I read today, Battle Pope.
There you go.
Y'all, look, despite what some people don't like Kirkman, I don't know why. I love everything the man puts out. Okay? This has got to be the tropiest thing I've ever read, but I loved it. It's the tropiest in the best possible way. Like, the dialogue is nothing new that you've heard, that you haven't heard before. Like, you could probably look at different comics to see where they pull some of the lines these folks say in. But this was a lot of fun. I've only gotten to issue 4. I think I started 5, and I was like, I better stop. I'm going to read everything. But this was really fun, and I think Ed was telling me was this like one of his first books he did?
That was his first one, yeah.
Yeah.
And if it hadn't have been for this one, I'd have never probably read The Walking Dead. I might have missed it completely. But my comic store knew that I liked Battle Pulp because I called it deliciously stupid and hilarious. It tickled me in the right spot. I had so much fun reading it, even though it's so stupid.
Yes.
But they said, hey, try this one. And they handed me The Walking Dead. And I'm like, okay, sure.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm glad you read it. I'm glad you read this one.
I remembered it when I was like, you know what? I don't want to pick one of my list books, which I thought I had this on my list, but apparently I didn't. And I was like, you know what? Ed talked about Battle Pope, and I love Robert Kirkman anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Why not just read this? Read an issue. So you say, hey, you got your issue done for today? Yeah. I was 4 issues in, fixed to start 5.
Nice.
Like this thing was good. And the 4 issues kind of wraps up the first little part of the arc.
It does. Yep.
So I was like, okay, I need more. So yeah, this, if you're looking for something that's just very not serious, super tropey, but has a
ridiculously stupid.
Yes, ridiculously stupid is one of the best ways to describe it. Check out Battle Pope. This was a ton of fun.
If I ever met him, that would be the book I would take for him to sign.
Oh.
And he would probably just shit his pants laughing.
Yeah. So let's see. I had this picture here, but we already kind of talked about it a little bit. The End of Stranger Things, I think it was great. I won't say perfect, but I will say one of the best finales for a show that I personally have watched. So I do find it kind of weird that streaming all of a sudden has become this volume 1, volume 2 kind of deal, or we're going to drop 2 episodes here and then 3 episodes this week and then maybe 1 episode this week. It's kind of strange. The weirdest part is for this, I don't know what it was. Maybe it's because I was so busy with work, so busy doing other things. It didn't feel like a long wait between everything. You know, before I knew it, New Year's Eve was here. It was 7 o'clock. It was time to go. We actually waited about 45 minutes just because we were like, man, there's going to be so many people watching this. Yeah, 100%. Triple B, 100%. People watching it. We didn't want to, to crash anything. So we waited. We watched it. And again, no spoilers, but I don't think I'll ever hear Purple Rain the same ever again. Just fantastic. We were crying. It was beautiful. And like I said, now that it's ended, I'm ready to start the adventure all over again. I have no idea, y'all. I'll never be able to explain why I've never really been into board games. I've never been into like Magic. I've never been into Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh.
But I love this show so much. I love this show so much. And, if it's a show that you don't like, that's perfectly fine. I know not everything's going to be for everybody. But for me and Jenna, this show was fantastic. And we're sad to see it go, but we're also glad that they didn't decide to keep dragging the story.
What was the name of the woman from...
we're gonna get some spin-offs. There's gonna be an animated thing coming out. There's gonna be other things that happen. Just maybe in the future we'll get some kind of we might get some kind of reunion thing. I don't think TV shows do that enough anymore. But real quick, going back to the ordained real fast, because while they were talking about it on the PCP show, the books that they were talking about, this has already been optioned. And Colin Farrell has been cast as the preacher or father, the priest. That's what I'm trying to say. So this is already going to be a show.
Hey, Phable.
What's up, Phable? That's like saying there are people who don't like small.
Hey, Phable.
Yeah. I'll tell her you said hello, Phable. She's in there watching one of her shows. Yeah, I know. There's people that don't like Stranger Things. They don't like Smallville. Yeah. Robbie just does that to get a rise out of me. But yeah, this is already going to be a movie or a show or something. Kind of like I'm really interested to check out The Beauty, because The Beauty is based off a book that is now at Ignition Press, but I think originally was at Image. And it's some kind of drug people take to become beautiful.
That's a great read.
Okay, yeah, that's actually going to be a show on FX, done by Ryan Murphy.
Can you pull that Stranger Things back up?
Yeah.
Is it just me, or does that woman at the bottom on the left look just like Winona Ryder?
Because it is.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I'm sitting here and I'm like, I thought this was supposed to be kids. That looks like Winona Ryder and the midget from Thor. Is that the midget from Thor too?
No, that's David Harbour.
Okay. I don't know who that is.
The Red Guardian.
Oh, Lord, him. Okay. Does he talk like that through the movie or the series?
No, he talks like a regular person.
Right.
Wow, so you're saying Russians aren't regular people? That's pretty rough.
What's funny is in the show, there is a Russian, and his name is exactly the same as the Red Guardian.
Oh, Yuri.
Right?
That's right. Funny.
It's Alexei.
Alexei, there you go. Yeah, it's Alexei. What am I thinking, Yuri?
You draw glasses on that kid on top, and he looked just like Harry Potter, too.
That is our main character. Yep. He plays Jim Hopper, and she plays Joyce, who is Will's mom. Again, we've already talked about it. Once you start watching it, I really want to get your thoughts on some of it. But yeah, that's Winona Ryder. The original premise of the show, it was actually going to be called Montauk. I think that's how you pronounce that. I can never remember. It's a Montauk. Is that what it's called?
Montauk.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're right.
That was originally what the show was going to be called, and it was actually going to be an anthology series. There wasn't going to be a straight through thing. And she was going to star in the first part of it. Like, she was the big name draw for the show. And it just spun out from there, and people loved it so much that they just decided to. Well, obviously they ditched the name before they came on, but they just decided to make it one straight series. But she's great in this. Like the whole. There's not really anyone in the cast where I'm like, that person annoys me, unless they're supposed to.
Right.
Like, if they're supposed to annoy you, they do. But
everybody's cast really well in this show.
Yeah. 100%. So that's a little spiel on that. Now, one of the topics I wanted to talk about, and I don't know if y'all have watched this yet.
I did.
Okay. So the trailer for a new trailer, I should say, there was a teaser one. And small spoilers if you haven't watched this one. So when the first little teaser dropped, I was like, okay, so this is a show about them making a superhero show after Wonder Man.
I thought that was Kevin Hart the first time I saw it too.
You know, there are some movies that this man has been in. His name is Yaha Madul Abtin II.
Isn't that Black Manta, right?
Yeah, he was. Before that, he had a much more prominent beard. When this dude shaved his beard, I thought it was a completely different person. I think he was in that Baywatch movie, but he's been in a bunch of other stuff. But he had a more pronounced beard. And y'all, beards really do change faces. Because I didn't even recognize this guy once he cut the beard down. But I watched that and I was like, well, I don't know anything about Wonder Man other than he's a superhero in the Marvel Universe. That's literally all I know. So I'm watching this. I said, okay, so it's just going to be a show about them making a show about this character.
That's the same thing I thought.
And then the second trailer dropped. There you go. He was the cop in Baywatch. There you go.
Hey, Corey.
Yes, what's going on, Corey? Then the second trailer dropped and like, no, they're doing that, but this guy has powers. And I was like, okay, I'm a little bit more interested in it now. Because again, I thought the first trailer was just him portraying this character in a TV series.
I'm interested too, but I'm also confused.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he's going into what do you call it? Audition to play Wonder Man in a movie called Wonder Man in the Marvel cinema that I won't say, is he gonna be Wonder Man because he really does have powers, or because in the series they're making a movie of this fictional Wonder Man, so is he gonna be Wonder Man? I don't know anything about this character either.
Yes, I think.
Okay. I need somebody to draw me a map.
Because I think it's supposed to be he's interviewing for a job about that TV show that you're talking about. They're remaking it. But somehow he gets powers, but I'm not sure. And obviously, they haven't said anything. They're not going to tell you what's coming, but I've heard that it's supposed to be, I guess, like he does his own stunts. That sounds silly, but I'm sure I'm mishearing it. But just to where, like, they're still doing the show, but he's using his powers for the show, maybe.
Yeah, because in one part of the trailer, they ask him to sign a waiver saying he doesn't have powers.
Right. Yeah. And he says,
I don't think I've seen the updated trailer.
Okay.
I've just seen the earlier teaser that they had.
Okay.
Because if this is part of the trailer, I haven't seen this.
Yeah.
Right here.
again, it's so strange that now I want to watch it just to see if I can figure out what the hell's going on.
But do you think they plan on including him in the broader picture, or is this just like
I wish I knew, because I mean, it doesn't look like we're getting a Moon Knight season 2. Doesn't look like Moon Knight is showing up anywhere. Where's my other Jack Russell stuff? Where's my other Werewolf by Night stuff?
My only concern with that big trailer that they just released was, are they going to go too far with the humor? And is it going to become a She-Hulk type series that most people aren't going to like?
Well, again, unfortunately, I don't know enough about Wonder Man.
I don't know anything about him.
If the character's like that, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
See, and that's one of my big issues that Marvel does. You know, DC got a bunch of crap because not every character's Batman. Okay, on the other side of that for me is not every character in Marvel is Deadpool, Spider-Man, or Tony Stark.
Tony
Hawk. I've been watching some skateboarding videos. It just reminded me of Tony Hawk. But yeah, not every character is that. So like when they started turning Thor into big dumb blonde,
yeah,
you know, I liked Ragnarok. I'm fine with that one. Love and Thunder, they really just
leaned too hard into it.
Yeah, it was too much. It was too much. Like I like the first. I actually like Thor and Thor: The Dark World more than the other two Thor movies, but I still like Ragnarok. I have no issue with Ragnarok. It's just that's when it started turning it.
I think it's like not rewatchable comedy. You know what I mean? To where like you watch it the first time and you might right straight off, but obviously by the end of that movie the first time you're tired of it, because every single thing that comes out of everybody's mouth in Thor Love and Thunder was trying to be a joke.
Yeah.
And it was like, I get what you're trying to do, but you went too far with it and lost the rest of the movie, because the rest of the movie's a sideline to all the jokes.
Yeah.
And that's my fear about this trailer.
But I think that's not a new concept to hear from everybody. Like everybody's been saying that about the Marvel movies, that they've been too much into the laugh at everything versus the genuine comedy that came from the first batch of movies.
And unfortunately, when you make that comment, there are some people out there that are very quick to assume, oh, so you just hate Marvel, or oh, so comic books, funny books aren't supposed to have jokes. I'm like, that's not what I'm saying at all.
Nope, love all of them.
Let moments breathe, though.
I like rewatchable movies, though.
Yeah.
I watch them all once, but there's a lot of them, and a lot of them can basically be summed up as, everything that came before the Avengers movie. I can watch those all on repeat and not get tired of them, because they're all so good and genuine, original. Whereas everything else that kind of came after Endgame just started to feel less effort. You could see that there was less effort put into at least the stories, maybe not the productions, because the productions, everything looked good as it should have to an extent, but like some things they just, it's all right. Send it.
Wonder Man could
I
be
just want more time.
Yeah.
Spend more time on it.
That's another movie I really enjoyed too, Hancock. Not a whole lot of people did.
I like that one too.
It was a good one.
When she throws the shark.
Oh, that's my Super Ex-Girlfriend.
Oh, that's Super Ex-Girlfriend. Okay.
Hancock is the one with Will Smith as a superhero.
Oh, but he's
Charlize
a
Theron.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Super Ex-Girlfriend though, that's one of the best movies.
That's
Uma Thurman.
I love
Luke
that
Wilson,
movie.
right?
It's so stupid.
Yes.
Oh my god. That's one I could watch again with that kind of humor.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, my favorite MCU movie is Winter Soldier. I can watch that movie anytime, all the time. Winter Soldier is one of my favorites.
I think that one's the best out of all of them, story wise, and yeah.
I find it to have a balance. Like it has
Balance,
humor,
yes.
but it's balanced humor.
It didn't even need to be a superhero movie. That's what I liked about it. Is it could have just been
could have
been a war movie, could have been a
Mission
James Bond
Impossible
movie, could have been anything. It didn't have to be. But if you look at them, it's funny because I'll admit it. I'm going to get hate. I don't care. My least favorite Marvel hero has always been Captain America. I thought he was lame. All he does is throw a shield and punch people. And then he kills people.
The bad guys.
He literally kills people.
The bad guys
but he
they must
sees.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm done venting about Captain America. I've never.
He sees the angles as it bounces.
But the best Marvel movies are the Captain America ones, in my opinion. I loved Winter Soldier. I love Civil War that you guys all hate.
I don't hate it.
I love it. They're all the but the first Captain America movie was exactly as janky and stupid as I thought it was going to be, because it was just like the character in the comic book. But after that, it was like their best movies. They called them Captain America, but were they really? The Winter Soldier was fantastic, like you said, and so was Civil War, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but it was just funny that they ended up being some of the best movies when it's my least favorite character.
Yeah, Stanley Tucci in the first movie is still the GOAT to me.
I didn't like him making Hulk a pansy either. That annoyed the crap out of me.
And the first Captain America has one of my favorite moments, and that's when Tommy Lee Jones throws that grenade, and all the big dudes run out of the way, and Steve is the smallest guy there, and he runs and he dives on that grenade.
It was so predictable, though.
It was predictable, but still, like, it's that moment I was like, yep.
My favorite part is when he came out in that dorky-ass uniform with that dorky-ass Superman type shaped shield. I'm like, yes, they got him to wear that costume.
Mm-hmm.
I have a small size replica of that first shield somewhere. I love the shields. I love getting stuff like that though. But
how would he ever throw that one?
I don't think he did.
Same way Soldier Boy did.
Well, that's true.
So since we talked about Thor and we talked about Steve Rogers and we're talking about teasers and trailers, have y'all seen those?
Yep.
Those two released teasers for Doomsday.
I have seen Captain America ride a Triumph motorcycle.
Mm-hmm. That's all it was, basically, and he went into his house,
which is
picked up his baby.
A British motorcycle company, formerly German. Yet he's Captain America. But I guess that's part of the disguise, I suppose.
Well,
or is it?
People are pointing out, though, it doesn't say Captain America will return in Doomsday.
Right.
It says Steve Rogers.
So what's going to happen is the Steve Rogers that went back in time and to be with his woman split the timeline, and the other Steve Rogers is still frozen somewhere. And the theories I've been reading is that Doom found him frozen and has him brainwashed into thinking that the world has gone evil and only Latveria, and that he's going to become Captain something with Doom. Which kind of makes sense because he did break the timeline when he didn't come back. So
that's a good part too, Preston. I like the flagpole one too. Brains over brawn in that situation. I like that one too.
Oh yeah, that was great. That was a great part in that movie where he just pulls the pin.
Yeah, Triple B. I don't know if he's going to be Nomad. A lot of people are theorizing he might be Hydra Cap. But again, it's one of those things where everything is speculation until we're sitting in the theater watching it.
I don't know that they're going to bring Hydra back though. Why would you need that when you have Doom? I think we're going to get some kind of a variant of Cap. I don't know all of Cap's lore. I've never.
That could be. But that could be how you get the Hydra Cap too. Is he's a variant brought on by the Secret Wars and multiple people and all that. because that's how you're getting, I think, the original cast of the X-Men coming back, but they're not supposed to be part of that universe, dimension, whatever you want to call it.
Well, I'm wondering if they're going to have, oh, geez.
Haven't heard of that
Four's
character.
baby. Fantastic Four's
Franklin?
baby. Yes, could not come up with the name. I think because they made it a point of saying 4 years later. And if I recall in the comics, he was 5 when he started getting his powers. So by the time the movie comes out, he'll be 5 or whatever in our timeline. So is he somehow with his powers going to end up accidentally splitting time and the timelines and the universe? Oh, God,
You know how Marvel is with their continuity and sticking super close to comic books.
Right.
You never really know.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe
Really
he's the reason how they get over into the same.
That's what I'm
dimension
wondering.
Is
that him
the rest
getting
of
his
MCU.
powers? That's what blends it together.
Right, and that's where you get the dead ship in space floating at the end of Thunderbolts.
Yeah, but some other folks say that he's just kidnapping all the heroes' kids. That's how he's going to get them to fight. He's kidnapping all the kids of the superheroes. Now, while, again, those are small, short teasers.
There is kids in both of them, though.
True. Because then you have Thor. Take care, Triple B. Thanks for dropping in, boss.
Well, and there has to be a reason why they had Doom take his mask off for the baby.
Yeah.
Was that so that when the baby touched his face, it healed him?
Yeah, because they're also saying that he might have a disfigurement on his face, and that's what he was healing.
Right.
And maybe
that's
why he
was changing his face to look like Tony. Yeah.
Yeah. So then we have the Thor one that dropped. Now, for me, ever since Infinity War,
good night, Triple B,
around there,
later, Triple B,
they kind of, for me, it's justified because people are like, they turned Thor back into what he was when we first saw him. I was like, look how much Thor has lost in those movies.
Yeah,
he still doesn't know Loki's alive. Like, you lost Heimdall. He lost his dad in Ragnarok, but he's lost a lot.
I saw an interesting video about Thor too. It's another one of these what if things that throughout the history of the Thor movies, Thor kept getting hurt but not killed. And then he made a comment. And anyway, what it boils down to is that when Loki in the Loki series got control of the timelines, that all through Thor's life, Loki has been secretly saving him when he should be dying. And that it was because Loki really does love his brother. And that's why he said, the light will shine on us again, brother. And it was a cool concept if they go with that, because it did make sense, everything they were saying.
Did you ever watch the second season of Loki?
No.
You ought to.
I know, need to. I love the first season. Just, again, still haven't even watched things like Penguin. Still haven't watched.
Oh, you still haven't watched Penguin? You're killing me.
Second season of Loki is so much better than the first. So much better than the first.
Okay, then
the first season was great, but the second season really goes out there.
This is where I get more hate too, is I didn't care for the first season, which is why I didn't watch the second.
The second season
but
is
if you're telling me
different.
The second is better, then maybe I'll give it a shot.
It's vastly different than the first. It's not slow, and I don't think you like the Jonathan Majors character, so don't worry, he's not in the second season.
Okay.
So,
Corey, that's an excellent question. Because outside of showing up on an episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I don't remember what happened to Sif. I know the Warriors 3 got killed in Ragnarok, but where has Sif been? Jamie Alexander, where has she been?
Well, and I can't remember if that was something to do with money or not. Or if it was just a schedule thing because she was doing that blind spot show for a while.
That's
around
true.
that time.
My biggest question out of that was that at the end of Ragnarok, all of Asgard was on that ship.
Mm-hmm.
Thanos completely destroys that ship and kills everybody in it except Thor. So where did the Asgardians that are on Earth come from?
No, there was some that got away that were actually they evacuated before.
I don't remember ever
and
seeing that part.
also too, Thanos only ever killed half of everyone. He never killed everyone.
He blew that ship up, dude. Thor was floating
after sending off half of them.
I don't remember him sending off anybody.
I want to say that that's part of the scene where Loki dies. That it's in that discussion.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it again because I don't remember.
Spoilers.
What's going on, Kyle? Rewatch it. Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. I thought it was a pretty good show. And Thor. Look, here's the thing with Thor. Maybe to like hardcore comic people, they didn't like the Thor movies. But my dad, not a comic book fan, my dad loved the first two Thor movies. Those are like two of his favorite movies. And if a movie like Thor could get someone like my dad interested in the comic book movies, to me, they did their job.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there's a lot of people that don't like those first Thor movies or any of the Thor movies. And I get that. But me personally, love the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Second one, I like. I don't get the hate. Third one, again, I like. I don't think it's the best one. And Love and Thunder, it just completely missed the mark with me.
Totally sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There are people out there that
my favorite version of Thor is the Thor in the first Avengers movie. He was Thor.
Yeah.
And his humor was subtle, like he's adopted. And he kept a straight face when he said that. He wasn't, look at me, I'm a dumbass, like he was the rest of the movies, which I don't know why they went there.
His teaser, though.
Because they realized that Chris Hemsworth was funny and they tried to utilize and lean into that harder and overdid it.
That Love and Thunder was just so cringeworthy. I could not.
It was. And like I said, his teaser showed that since he started that turn back. See, I don't even remember Love and Thunder that much, other than the goats and the naked Thor.
Like, I had forgotten that the little girl was called Love. I had forgotten that.
Was the cameo the?
She was the only one left.
Oh, okay. I thought that was one where it was a trap where one of them keeps getting punched by her or something.
That might be in the second one.
I don't even remember anymore.
Because that's the one where they break Loki out of prison.
Oh, so Thorzy. Yeah,
Doth mother know you weareth her drapes? I love that line. That's one of my favorite lines.
Sudbury
Shakespeare in the Park.
I don't remember if I shared this with you or not, but have you seen the redo that fans did of that scene where Thor and Tony met and fought it out, and they replaced Thor with Emperor Palpatine?
Yes,
the electricity out of. Oh my god, I laughed so hard at that. That was brilliant.
Have you seen where they've swapped in Marv for Mace Windu?
Yes.
In, the Revenge of the Sith.
Yes.
Who's Marv?
Marv from Pulp Fiction.
No. Home Alone 2.
Oh, Home Alone 2.
Oh, okay.
Where he's getting electrocuted and he turns into the skeleton. That's what I seen a video where they cut that in there and they had him coming in, walking around.
Many of those things where they swap out characters, like Jules. Is it Jules from Pulp Fiction that Samuel Jackson played? Is that the character's name?
Yes. Jules, and then the other, is it Victor or John Travolta's character? Starts with a V.
Take care, Kyle. We need to get on the rest of Shoresy. We've only watched the first 2 seasons. And I think there's 2 more seasons that came out. Shoresy's fantastic. Spinoff of Leonard Kinney. I love that show too.
Vincent.
Vincent, there you go.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, they kind of show a bit more serious Thor, and they kept Love, which was the daughter, Gore's daughter. They kept her, which I think in real life is,
And she's wielding Stormbreaker.
yeah, I think that's actually Chris Hemsworth's daughter, but I can't remember.
Oh, really?
I believe that's really his daughter.
That's cool.
I will double check that. And I'll also double check the Jamie Alexander, because I watched the movie, y'all. I honestly can't remember anything about Love and Thunder. The goats and the naked Thor is, and the cameo of Hercules at the end, like the mid credit scene with Hercules. Is it Hercules?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's it.
And Zeus was terrible.
Yeah, Russell Crowe. I don't know what.
I don't understand where they were going with that and why they've got Russell Crowe to do it and why they had to make him naked other than because women wanted to see his bare ass, I guess. It made no sense.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're going to do that, then I want to see some tea from Black Widow or something. I mean, come on. What are you doing? Let's leave this stupid crap out of it and remember that these are still kid heroes at heart. Don't do that crap.
So it feels like they're kind of they've been course correcting with Thor. I think they're going to keep the short hair look. I guess they're going to keep that look, which is fine with me. It doesn't matter to me, but his trailer felt a little more serious. Now,
it did.
There is a leaked, and people have been manipulating the leaked footage to show things that aren't actually in there, but there is one for X-Men.
I saw that.
They haven't officially, at least the last time I checked, they haven't officially released it yet. But, and I'll ask Nope when he comes back, of course. What makes a good teaser, not a trailer, but what makes a good teaser for you?
Give me a taste of what the characters are going to be like in the movie, but don't show anything key. Just give me a taste of what your overall, like the teaser for Superman was almost perfect. It started with the music. He fell out of the sky. You're like, WTF? Is he beat up? And then you got to see Crypto. And that was just enough to make the goosebumps. And it was a perfect teaser. Now, these teasers where all they do is show like the emblem and the music, those are dumb. Why bother? I mean, why bother? I want to see the character and I want to get a feel for the movie. That's it. Don't give me anything else. And honestly, I wish they would just leave it as teasers, because a lot of the time, some of the best parts are in the trailer. And when you see it in the movie, you already know what's going to happen.
Right.
And I hate it when they do that, which is why I try to avoid trailers unless I'm going to do a video on one or something. Because a lot of the times it ruins it.
Okay.
For me.
On the flip side of that, what makes a good trailer to you? If you're going to watch the trailer,
show enough to give us an idea what the movie is about, but do not show any of the surprises or the actual action or the actual strong part of the movie. Don't give anything away. Just show us enough to get us interested. Like they used to back in the day, and I hate saying that because it makes me sound so damn old. Right, but even with your Christopher Reeve film, which I didn't,
the Clouds.
Yeah, the clouds, and You'll Believe a Man Can Fly.
Yep,
that was perfect. Don't give me any more. That's good.
Yeah, to this day I love that trailer.
Me too. I love that trailer too.
So much. Now a good example of what you're saying about giving stuff away, and we rag on this movie a lot, but it's just jokes. I like the movie, okay? But Civil War should have kept the Spider-Man secret.
Oh, I
in my
totally
opinion.
agree. I totally
They
agree.
should have. It could have gotten leaked throughout.
I'm glad they
taking
didn't
control.
because I probably would have got carried out of the theater
Well,
if he showed up. But I agree with you. That was a
Yeah.
major spoiler.
It feels like we had already had 3 or 4 trailers before then.
Right. And they
And
didn't
then that
ruin
last trailer, they showed the "Hey guys" or whatever I can't remember exactly what he says.
it. It was when he got Cap's shield with the web and he landed. He didn't say anything.
Okay, I could have sworn he said "Hey everyone" or something like that.
No,
Okay.
he just flew in overhead. You saw the web hit the shield go flying, and Spider-Man had it on the van, and that was all you saw.
Yeah.
And I only know that because I watched that trailer about 18,427 times because it had Spidey in it. And it looked like Spidey. It finally looked like Spidey.
Yeah.
Where the other ones were close, but they weren't the Spidey I grew up with.
Well, like I've told people before. So for me, I think Tobey Maguire was a great Peter Parker, but I did not buy his Spider-Man. He, to me, still has the best freaking movie. The first and second Spider-Mans, to me, are
the second Spider-Man 2 is the best.
Fantastic, right?
Oh my God, Doc Ock blew me away.
Yeah. Alfred Molina is tremendous in that movie, as well as No Way Home.
The only reason why I can't give it a 5 out of 5 is because the horrible casting of Mary Jane. I could not stand her as Mary Jane.
I got you. And then Andrew Garfield, to me, was a great Spider-Man, but I could not buy his Peter Parker. His Peter Parker was way too cool for me.
He was a great Spider-Man, but he was too big. He was too, and then when he was trying to be Peter Parker, he was too cool.
Yeah.
He was too, I didn't buy. My biggest problem with Tobey's Peter Parker is he was a crybaby. He cried in every freaking movie. And when he cries, and it's not Tobey's fault, he does that sunken bottom lip like a baby. And it's like, really, dude? You're Spider-Man. Knock it off. Don't do that.
And then, again, for me, Tom Holland is like a very good blend of both Peter Parker and Spider-Man. My issue was they leaned too heavy into him almost being Iron Spider.
Well,
he even got the Iron Spider suit for Infinity War.
Right. They dove right into, the way they did it, it was like the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon where Tony was giving him all the tech and training him.
Yeah.
I love that cartoon.
Oh, dude,
it's just weird that they went with that in the movie. Yeah. Not that I didn't like it. Yeah. But I kind of agreed that he had too much tech too fast.
Yeah.
I wish they wouldn't have done it. And I do like that now that what's like his 6th movie he's been in now.
Yeah.
I do like that they've kind of made him the new Tony Stark because he was a genius in science. Exactly. And he did make his web shooters. So that part's cool now. I just think they jumped it too quick.
Yeah.
Like you just said.
And for me, for those movies, it goes 3, 2, 1.
Oh, without a doubt.
I think the first one for me was one of the weakest Spider-Man movies. Like, not saying I didn't like it. It just, compared to the other two, it just felt like each movie got better than the one before. Like Far From Home, fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic. And you could have taken out Toby and Andrew and just brought back the villains or something for No Way Home. It's not a nostalgia thing for me with that movie. I just think the story in that is Spider-Man 1. Like, that's this Spider-Man's origin story.
Right.
Just different things happen.
Yep. I love that movie.
And the fact that they kept J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson, beautiful.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Smart
beautiful. That is so smart. I Far From Home, I've watched that movie so many times, and I know a lot of people are down on this MCU movie too, but I also really like Multiverse of Madness.
Now, when you're saying Far From Home, are you meaning the one with Mysterio, or are you talking about the third one?
No, the third one is No Way Home.
Well, I didn't know if you were given the wrong title because you
No,
kept saying the third one was the best, but then you kept talking about how good Far From Home was.
Yeah, Far
So I
From
was
Home
just
was
confused.
it basically for me. It's 1 is the weakest. Far From Home is better than 1,
Right.
and then 3 is the best.
I totally
for me.
agree. As much as I wanted to love Homecoming because Spidey was finally in the Marvel hands, I'm not going to say the U word again.
Yeah.
But
Take care, Preston. Thanks for stopping by,
there
boss.
were too many slow
Later,
parts
Preston.
for me. See you later, Preston. There were parts where it was boring, and I didn't like that. I hated that. As much as I wanted to love it, I couldn't. I liked it, but I didn't love it. And then I really liked, and just like you, the second one, and they're getting progressively better, which is a good direction.
And this is going to be the first like big screen Spider-Man to get a fourth movie.
Yep.
That's so crazy to me.
Isn't
That
that?
is so crazy. And I think this one's going to be if they.
But you know, it could be argued that No Way Home was all 3 of their movies. It was Toby's movie, it was Andrew's movie, and it was Paul or Tom's movie.
True.
Yeah.
Because they were all starred in that movie. And I thought it was brilliant how they brought them all together and linked all the Sony shit so that it made sense as to why the hell are there 3 Spider-Man?
Yes.
And it was a brilliant way to kick off the multiverse. I just wish they quit doing it now.
Oh, it's still going to be around because now we got DC to go through it.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Well, I'm going to stick with my little Pattinson that isn't going to go there and enjoy that DC part. Because I love the Batman, and I hope they don't muck it up.
I just hope the third one gets here a lot sooner than the second one.
I'll be dead if it don't. I mean, good Lord.
My goodness.
But, you know, COVID really effed everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was part of it, I think. But I don't know.
Well,
I'm talking about the creating of, not the releasing of, because they had to stop filming, which is why it came out later. Because originally it was supposed to come out in 2020, and it didn't come out until 2021.
Oh yeah,
but they had the filming was all mucked up from COVID, and then we had the stupid strikes, which mucked stuff up more.
Yeah.
So I don't think it'll be 5 years for the third. I pray that it's not.
Well, because I mean, not only that, but it was something to do with not having a script ready.
Yeah.
And then it got pushed back 2 different dates.
Yeah.
Like it was supposed to be out this year.
Right. Well, I think it had a lot to do with the strikes and COVID, though, is why everything got pushed back and delayed and not done. And I'm almost hoping that he does with Batman like they've done with some of the other ones, and they're filming 2 and 3 at the same time.
Yeah.
So that we don't have that. Maybe we'll get the Batman 3 in 27 or 28. I mean, and it'll just be 1 year instead of 5. Oh my God.
Yeah. Like, just give us a trilogy of that, you know, just like Nolan did. Nolan did his trilogy for Batman and then bounced. And then we got, you know, the Batman that ended up showing the Batfleck that ended up showing up.
I'm glad they ended that one the way they did.
The Dark Knight one?
Yeah, with him, just like Alfred had prophesized, that I just want to see him and wave and know he's having a happy life.
Yep.
That was a great ending. And I'm glad they didn't go any farther with the stupid Robin thing that they were building up with.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, man.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
You can't do a Dark Knight and take it seriously if there's a Robin. You can do a ginky Batman like Adam West and Clooney and have a Robin. But
Holy
you can't have
Batman.
a really serious, right? Exactly.
My favorite
You can't
line.
really have a serious dark Batman and then have a kid in tights running around. I mean, what?
That's true, and that's kind of like I'm hoping that I already know that the Batman of the DCU is going to be jokey. Like he's gonna it's gonna happen. Okay.
Jokey?
he's gonna be jokey. He's gonna be.
Oh, you mean he's gonna be goofy?
I don't want to say the character himself is gonna be goofy, but I just feel like this Batman we're gonna get is definitely gonna be cracking more jokes than normal Batman.
The cartoon Batman.
Yeah.
I hope not.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta take a break.
Go ahead.
Batman's never tried to be funny.
When he is, it's not on purpose.
Right.
Like he has moments, but it's usually in like the cartoons. And I'm not talking about the Adam West series because in that one, that's what he was meant to be.
Right.
But
he has more of a snide humor.
Yeah. Like if you watch the one thing I can say about the DC animated universe is that might be the only thing I can get most people who are just Marvel fanatics and hate DC stuff. I think that's the one thing I can get them to agree those movies are great. The DC animated universe movies, those things are fantastic.
And TV shows.
Yeah, and the TV shows.
The Batman animated series, Superman, Justice League, those were all great.
Oh, yeah. The Young Justice. Oh, Young Justice was such a... Love that show.
And that one took a while to actually finish, so to say, because they had that long in between.
Yep, they ended
I don't know what that was for.
The last season was on that when DC had their own app, the DC Universe.
Yes,
had their original
Phantoms. Was it Phantoms? Was it the last season called or something?
I think so.
Or whatever the last part of it was.
Yeah,
whether it was a couple seasons or not. It was hard to keep up with that.
But my only issue that I ever had with the animated stuff was it felt like even if the movie didn't call for Batman, Batman was in it. Like Justice League Dark, that one didn't need to have Batman in it, but Batman was in it for a little bit, or the whole movie. It's been a while since I've watched that one, but he's funny in that. But it's not like he's trying to be funny. It's things that he says are humorous.
Observational humor.
Yeah, there you go. And again, I don't know. I say I know he's going to be. I don't actually know. Nobody does. But I just hope that they don't try to do, well, we got to be the exact opposite of how previous Batmen were. You know, most of them were serious. The George Clooney one is just like a fever dream. I rewatched that one not that long ago, and there's a scene in there where they play a scene in reverse. It's and I never noticed it watching it before until this time. I want the Batman to be serious, but he doesn't have to be so serious that he's just like a boring character that never says anything funny, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I don't need Batman to be Star-Lord.
It's not dry.
Yeah, you can give me dry humor, but Batman's not going to be out there cracking jokes every second.
Dry humor and being dry are two different things, though. Because someone who's dry is somebody who's just going to put you to sleep when they're talking. It's just droll, and you're just like, oh, come on, just get on with your whatever.
Yeah.
But did you think Keaton in the Flash movie was too much?
I think
because they did kind of play him to be more comedic than they did, say, Batman 89.
I think to me, that was not the same Batman we got in Batman 89. I feel like it's one of those instances where it's Superman for Superman and Lois, for example.
Mm-hmm.
We saw a version of that Superman, same actor and everything, in the Supergirl TV show.
Mm-hmm.
But in Supergirl, and when they did the some of the stuff for the Arrowverse, his sons were still babies. We get to this Superman in Superman and Lois, the kids were already grown, or already teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what I think is the Batman that we saw wasn't necessarily the Keaton Batman from the 89 Batman. It was just a Keaton Batman in that multiverse. A Michael Keaton Batman, Bruce Wayne, that still ended up becoming Batman.
Right.
Because it just made they did, his personality was definitely different.
Mm-hmm.
Especially at the beginning, when he's just long-haired, crazy-ass Bruce.
Let's get nuts.
Yeah. I mean, there's still glimpses of that. His Batman, though, I think that might have been also he's old.
Right. And it could have been to given Keaton a little bit more, free range to do what he want with it, maybe too. But I think the same director that directed the Flash movie is supposed to be doing the new Brave and the Bold.
Yeah.
Where Batman's going to basically make his first appearance.
Yeah, it's going to be him and the Bat family and Damian Wayne.
Right.
Now, that director, Andrew, I don't know if it's Muschietti or Muschietti, but
close enough. It director, wasn't he?
Yep. And Welcome to Derry.
Right.
Yep.
So you can't really base any of what you think on one movie, obviously.
Yeah. I do have to say that I gave Ezra a little bit of hate. Not, as a person, screw that guy. But as the Flash, I was like, he didn't feel like Barry to me. He felt
like Wally.
Yeah, he felt a little more like Wally.
Like Justice League Wally.
Yeah, and voiced by Michael Rosenbaum, who was Lex in Smallville. But when the Flash movie happened, I actually started to like him as the Flash a little more. It could have just been because in my brain I was like, well, this is going to be Flash, so I might as well start getting used to it. Like I liked the Flash movie. Was it a great movie? No, not at all. And there's a lot of people that were like, well, James Gunn said this is the best superhero movie of all time, so how can you trust what he says? Look, I don't think James Gunn coming into being the head of DC is going to go out and be like, oh, this movie's garbage. He's not going to be like that. I've watched it twice. There are fun moments in it. And Ezra, I can't wait for them to recast Flash. The running still always got me. I never forgave him for the figure skating, speed skating, running that he did. But to me, Sasha Calle and Michael Keaton kind of made that movie for me. Kind of made up for the fact that not only you don't like Ezra Miller, here's two Ezra Millers. Two Ezra Millers too much? Here's a third one. So, like...
Yeah, that was very Kevin Feige.
Yes, there's three.
You don't like it? Here, have some more.
We're gonna triple down. Yeah.
I just couldn't take Fallon as Flash. All I could see is Jimmy Fallon, and like you said, the way he ran. The only time it worked was in the Justice League when Superman signed. That's the only time it worked.
Yeah.
All the other times, I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you doing it that way? But that's more the director than the actor.
Yeah, and I think part of me started to like him a little more thanks to the Snyder cut of Justice League because they fleshed out a lot of their stories. I understand.
Yeah.
Again, that movie could have been just 3 hours if they would have dialed back on the slow-mo. You don't need slow-mo for everything.
Oh God.
Okay. I still love the Snyder cut of Justice League because it fleshed out everyone's story. Like you actually gave Cyborg a story. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, he's had his time as Flash, not coming back. We're recasting it. I can't wait to see who else they get. I want it to be somebody who is a Barry, though, unless you're just casting Wally. If you're going to cast Wally, just cast Wally. Don't give me Wally, but with Barry's name. They're very different characters. Both Flash, very different characters. So, well, he's muted, so I don't know if he's here or not.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. So I asked Ed this while you were away, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask you. Not trailer, but what makes a good teaser to you?
I like the ones with the logos and just the music.
Yeah. I'm sure you do.
Oh, that's meant.
No, no, I like it when they're short though. Like if it's short shows, like if it's a sequel to something, I think if you just did kind of like how they did with the Cap, I mean, these Doomsday trailers really haven't been bad,
Right.
you know, because they aren't giving you much of nothing, but they're making you feel attached to the earlier versions of the characters, kind of like, you know, that's been missing in a lot of this post-Endgame movie scene, you know. So like watching both of those movies took me back to 1, 2, 3 of any of those prior to Endgame, just because you were invested in those characters. Whereas now it just kind of feels like Captain America, yeah, but it's not. You know, like the new Captain America movie, it was good. I liked it. Red Hulk looked decent, and the story was okay. But like I've heard everyone say, it just seemed like you could tell there was multiple different versions of that movie written, and they kind of just chose the wrong flow with it. You know, like you brought back characters and then underutilized them or made them look just like, I did not like what they did to the leader, I think is his name in the comics.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of the actor's name, but the little guy.
Yeah, from
Buster
where?
Scruggs.
Yeah, Buster Scruggs and Oh Brother, We're Out Thou. Tim
Yes.
Blake Norton.
Yes. No, Tim Blake Nelson. Maybe.
Nelson. Okay, yeah, Nelson.
Maybe. I could be wrong on that.
Oh,
too.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Yeah, Tim Blake Nelson.
But he's great. I thought he was good in the Hulk movie with Edward Norton. And I was kind of excited to see what they were going to do. Maybe they would make him green like in the comics, but they just kind of made him look like, I don't know. I understand they were trying to probably go for a more realistic look, but why? I don't know.
Yeah, and I think they've shown some like designs they were going to use for him, and I'm like, man, why didn't y'all go with those?
Right.
Some
I think that's the same thing.
Better.
But as far as the trailer goes, just as long as it's short, sweet, and you're invested in the character in the sense that if it's a sequel or something, but if it's something new, make me confused in the trailer, but make it interesting to where I have to go see it in order to cure my confusion and curiosity, you know, because otherwise, what else is going to get you? Sure, the action will look cool and all that, but if you see too much of that, then you're spoiling things and you're making assumptions about the movie, and therefore going into it expecting this awesome thought that you had that this movie was going to be, and they went in this totally different direction.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of like Eddie too. I try to avoid the trailers as much as I can, but like I watched more trailers last year than I have in the past 10 years.
You made a great point about sequels. And you made me think of the absolute perfect teaser trailer for a sequel. And it was for Ghostbusters 2. All they did was show the symbol with the ghost, and he went, and they played the music. And that was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was enough to get me excited. Of course, little did I know that the reason they didn't show any of the movie is because the movie was going to suck ass. But that was the perfect teaser. I loved the ghost with the 2. That was awesome.
Both those movies are incredible.
The second one is incredibly stupid.
Oh, so
but
great.
I love the first one. But that's okay, because you hate Civil War, so we're even.
Dude, I don't hate Civil War. Oh, good points that you brought up, because I think a very underrated movie that happened last year before, was Boy Kills World.
Wasn't that a TV show?
No, that's Boy Meets World.
Oh, okay.
Boy Kills World was Bill Skarsgård, and something happens in his life, something traumatic. He can't talk, so in his head, I don't know if you know who H. John Benjamin is. He's if you ever watched the cartoon Archer, or I can't explain. You'd have to, like, he's done some like Subway commercials or Arby's commercials before. I don't know how, because I haven't seen him in a whole lot of movies. So, but he's Bill Skarsgård's inner monologue. So the whole movie, you're hearing him as Bill's thoughts. Like, Bill doesn't talk in the movie, but it's a dope movie. But I'm like, I bet almost nobody saw this movie.
I've never heard of it.
Exactly. I think people need to, if you have a brand new concept, all right, we hear all the time, nobody wants to take a shot on something new. Well, that's up to you and your marketing team to market an original idea a lot better than most of these people do. You know, why do they keep remaking the same thing? Because it's safe. People will go and watch the same thing. Even if they complain about it, they will watch the same thing.
But look at what can happen when it is something totally new.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it sucks, like Blair Witch, that changed a lot about how horror movies, and it made an unbelievable amount of profit compared to what they spent on it. So, yeah, people will do stuff new if you build it up. I mean, look how they built that up with the fake internet tapes. And it just got, my ex was just all, oh my God, I remember that on the news. She fooled herself into thinking that this was, and I'm like, there ain't no way in hell this is real.
Yeah.
But I ain't going through that story. But anyways, it was brilliant how they marketed it. And it worked.
Exactly. Like, I had another
point where the dude peed in the corner.
Do you guys think the Blair Witch had a booger budget?
They broke it. They broke it 100%.
So scared. Oh, wait.
Yeah, it was just, because the more I think of it, it's like, these newer movies, you go and you tell somebody about it, and they're like, never heard of it. And you're like, well, we'll go watch the trailer. And one or two things will happen. They'll be like, I don't know what the hell's going on. Or, yeah, I just don't know about this.
I'm so scared.
Earlier, it took him forever to get the flashlight off.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And for me, there's some trailers that nowadays, if you watch the trailer, you literally have seen most of the movie.
Or at least the good parts.
Yeah. Like,
especially the ones that they release more and more and more with each new trailer that they put out.
We don't need 6 trailers for a movie anymore, people, at all. We don't. Give me a teaser.
By that time, I'll wait.
Yeah. One teaser, one trailer. And if the teaser's good enough, you won't even need a trailer.
Right.
It's about not being lazy anymore, though. Like, that's the whole issue. You can't just bank on because a movie is set in the MCU That's another issue I've had for the longest time. Anything that was not in the MCU proper, people dogged on it. And for me, it's like, well, are you telling me if this movie was set in the MCU that you'd like it more? Well, it'd make more sense. Well, no, there's Venom, for example. I get it. I get it. Spider-Man is like a main component of Venom's story. Venom was a fun damn movie, though.
Right.
Well, and in all fairness, Venom had its own comic without Spider-Man.
True.
So,
True. But again, it's
not before Spider-Man, though. I think that's what everybody's grief is that Spider-Man was the first, and the reason why, because
well, not in that universe.
Well, in the comics, he brings it home during the Secret Wars because of the suit.
Yeah, I know.
Thing on.
Yeah, but it's always
why
weird
it's
to me
crazy
how,
is that it bonds with Deadpool first.
Well, the thing that always gets me is pick a lane, folks. Either you care about comic book continuity and doing things exactly like the comics, or you don't. Because it really feels like people cherry pick. Well, they couldn't necessarily do this because they don't own the rights. Well, this doesn't look exactly like this. Well, this didn't happen in the comics. Do you think people are really bitching that Lobo's going to be in the Supergirl movie, even though he wasn't in Woman of Tomorrow, the comic that the movie's based off of?
Yes.
Horrible.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Do you think everybody's bitching about it?
Somebody's going to bitch no matter what you
I
do.
know, that's why I had to fix what I said. Because no matter, a movie could be perfect, and somebody somewhere will have a problem with something that happens.
Everybody won't, because I won't. I base each movie on its own merit. I don't base it on any preconceptions or any, expectations. I try to go in with an open mind and let it go, because if I was like that, I would hate the Lord of the Rings movies because they're so much different from the books.
Yeah.
But that doesn't seem to bother anybody. Why? Because Tolkien fans aren't toxic.
Yeah.
We were just happy to see a version of it.
Yeah.
Were there parts that I wish they would have included? Of course. But
it's
I've watched the movies 35 times and own 12 copies. So I must like it. Yeah, exactly.
Look, and here's what I tell people. You can still criticize something even if you love it.
Sure.
There are things you can nitpick, but to just wholly dislike something because could Civil War have waited? Yeah. Could it have just been Captain America Serpent Society like it was originally going to be? And then down the road, now that we have more characters that can be in it, they could have done it? Yeah. But that's not what they did. And even as a fan, I don't control the movies. Like, that stuff is out of any of our control. So being upset and mad about it, Jenna does that most of the time for a bit. There are legitimate things she didn't like about the movie. I do it for the bit too, but I like the movie. I've watched it multiple times. It's just in my brain, I'm like, if they just would have waited a little bit longer, they would have had this character and this character. Like, that's my only spiel. But it's the people that, well, even though I love the Superman movie, the suit's so different from anything Superman's ever wore, I actually hate the movie. Like, it makes zero sense to me.
Oh, they were like gods and monsters then.
Yeah, the movie's great, but I dislike that costume so much that I don't like the movie. It's not comic book accurate. Okay, well, you know what else isn't comic book accurate? Tony Stark building Ultron.
Right.
Do you think that ruins my day, ruins my joy of watching those movies because this character that actually was supposed to do this? Well, look at Hank Pym. He's like 90 years old in the MCU.
Yeah.
He was part of the Avengers.
Yep. He made Ultron.
So I'm not mad that we got Scott Lang instead. like it's weird. Like we're gonna be I say I don't like the suit to y'all. I don't go online. I don't go into other people's videos and type all day about how much I don't like the Superman suit.
But it still hasn't grown on you?
No.
Oh.
It's just not. Does not take away from my love of the movie and that I think David Cornsweet is a great Superman. Not one bit. When I see whatever hero shows up next, whenever I see Batman, if they decide to go with the blue and gray, okay. That's what they're going to do. Me not liking Superman suit, that's not going to change anything. I think James Gunn's be like, oh my God, this rando on the internet, it's got to be the only person on the planet that doesn't like the suit. I better change it. No. Mm-hmm. That's the suit he's going to have. I just have to get over it.
As long as there's no nipples on the suit, I won't complain.
We don't need the bat nipples.
The bat nipples really bugged me and still do to this day.
Maybe. I got to say, the best part about that movie was Alicia Silverstone putting on the Batgirl suit for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's the best part. That's the best part of that movie.
Damn horny.
On behind
kids.
The scenes.
Damn horny kids.
Can't help it. Can't help it. No brought up another great point.
I'll take Michelle Pfeiffer in leather all day long over her any day.
And I just completely forgot what my point was going to be because, like,
Bat nipples just threw you a curveball.
Yeah, that's what I get. I get on my own tangents and forget what I'm going to say.
I think every man loses concentration over the word nipple. It just happens.
That's true. So I was saying something about.
You said you made an actual good point about.
Oh, there you go.
Nipples.
Well, you said nipple, and I lost my train of thought.
I'm with you. I got you back. You said nipple again. You lost it.
Yeah, I can't say anything different from what y'all are saying from teasers and trailers. My only thing is I wish that they would kind of just leave it be. I know in the age of social media, you have to have so many different things go out to stay relevant, to stay in the trending area of these things, but I don't mind reacting to a couple of short videos like I did with Supergirl and then doing a trailer reaction. But we got to find a good balance between showing too much and then just sometimes they'll show a trailer that has like an extra second on it, or they change it up just enough to release it out. Let's kind of cut down how much we show. We don't need 6 trailers when a movie's coming out next year.
Right. And you don't have to throw a curveball in there either. I mean, you don't have to tell us anything about the plot. But he kind of did curveballs with Superman too, because he made it sound like Lex Luthor was going to hunt down and kill Ma and Pa Kent. Because in the trailer he said, who's the family? We'll kill them too. That was 2 completely different conversations in the movie, but for the trailer they popped it together.
Yep. And then the fact that they pretty much only showed scenes from the first 15, maybe 30 minutes of the movie for the whole trailer.
Yeah.
So
except they did show you Metamorpho, and they did show you Terrific, and
yeah,
I get what you're saying. They didn't go into the heart of the action and ruin the plot.
That's all I can say. Less is more, folks. Like less is more.
Honestly, the only reason I was so trailer happy was because we launched Weird Dopes and Superman was right around the corner. And for a new channel trying to figure out what to do and to get our feet, that's where I went to try to get going. Because usually I don't watch trailers. But when you want to do a show on a trailer, of course I'm going to watch it. Or if we're going to do a video on a trailer. But like Nope said, and like I said earlier, I've always tried to avoid trailers because they usually end up showing you the best parts of the movie.
Yeah.
And I hate that. Or
showing you something that winds up getting cut.
Right. like the teaser for Spider-Man, where he caught the helicopter between the Twin Towers.
Yep.
Dude, when I first saw that, the kid in me exploded inside of the theater, and I'm like, oh my God, it's going to be a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
They never showed Spider-Man. It was just a giant web with a helicopter in it.
Yep.
That's all you needed.
Yep. Fantastic.
Oh, dude, that is probably the most excited I've ever been for a trailer.
And I think I remember now what I was going to say.
Okay, good.
So Marvel has this thing every once in a while. Well, they'll trick you with the trailer. They'll put a scene in there that they know they're going to cut. They know they're going to cut it. Or, like, they didn't do the best job of this one, but for No Way Home, there's a scene where Lizard's jumping, and even though there's nothing there, you see his head go down like something kicked him. And the reason you see it like that is because they digitally took out, I think, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, because this was before anybody knew any of the Spider-Men were going to be in the movie. So in the trailer, you see Lizard going like this and then getting knocked down, but nothing's around him. Or you have Mark Ruffalo in the Hulkbuster suit in Infinity War. Like, there's sometimes that Marvel does that. Now, for me, I think that's clever. But for a lot of people, it's like, well, I wanted to see that. Well,
you know, I get those people though, because something scarred me. The '98 Godzilla with
Roderick.
One of the teasers I was so looking forward to seeing in the movie that wasn't a real scene was all they showed was like people shopping in a mall and having a good time, and all of a sudden this giant foot came smashing through the roof, smashing people, and you heard I'm like, oh my God, he tramples them all, it's gonna be amazing. It wasn't in the movie. They just used it to get you hyped up, and it did, but then I was so bummed that wasn't in the movie.
You know, Starship Troopers used the song 2 from Blur in the trailer. I watched that movie front to back, beginning to end, even through the credits. Not once did that damn song show up. I was mad about that.
I hear you.
And that was just a song.
Can I take us on a tangent?
I don't know, man. We don't do tangents here.
Yeah. Well, you kind of started it because you said movies that you didn't know about. And I watched a couple of horror movies this last week that I'd never heard of, didn't know existed. And boy, am I glad I watched them. Were they horror? They're not what I call horror. They're more like psychological thrillers like Silence of the Lambs. And you might have seen them. I never even heard of them before. One of them had Vincent. Oh, God, I can never think of his last name.
Vincent D'Onofrio?
Yes, D'Onofrio. It was called Chained.
Chained.
It is amazing. He's a taxi driver who kidnaps a mother and the son and chains the son up at the age of 6, and the son stays chained up till he's 18. And it is it's a mind screw, man. It hits on so many, what do they call those, bullet points or no, triggers. It is full of trigger things that if you're sensitive, you know, you got abusing women, you got chaining up kids, but it's something that could happen, has happened. And I'd never heard of it.
And this was a Vincent D'Onofrio movie?
Yes.
Huh.
He was the bad guy, and he was amazing. Unless I'm thinking of the wrong name. Look up Chained. I'm pretty sure it was him. And then the other one was oh God, who's the British guy that played the Oompa Loompa? I can never think. Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant is like this really nice dude with glasses, and these two young gals come knocking on his door and ask him if he wants to learn about
I know
Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints or whatever. That one was called
Was it Heretic?
Heretic.
Yeah.
That's excellent too. And it's another one that just screws with your mind. I'd never heard of them. They were total surprises. I watched them both this week. I loved them both. But like I said, I didn't really consider them horror.
Right.
But I would recommend anybody that likes to be screwed with and you're not going to get offended and you want that kind, go watch those movies. They're amazing.
Yeah, I've heard of Heretic. I haven't heard of Chained, and that is Vincent D'Onofrio.
Okay, I thought it was the dude that played Kingpin.
Yeah.
But I never know how to say his name. So will the camera work? No. I'm done screwing with it, guys. We're probably going to be wrapping up soon anyway.
Yeah.
But if you've never seen those movies, give them a try. Have you watched Heretic?
No, I haven't watched it. I know about the movie.
It touches on a lot of trigger points because it makes you question every religion and every branch of religion, because come to find out, when he said he'd love to learn, he has been studying every religion his entire life, and it had become his obsession to find out which one was real. So the whole movie is about him testing faith versus common sense with these two girls, and it becomes like a Saw thing where he locks them in his home, and at whatever's behind whatever's door could be your way out or kill you. And he makes them choose. And what the funny thing is that he has analyzed religions and faith so much, he's predicting what the girls are going to do because he knows their faith. And he's right. And it's just such a mind screw, but it's a fun mind screw. But if you're going to get offended about, somebody talking about religion, you're not going to like it. But I thought it was excellent. And the D'Onofrio movie, The Chained, the ending was like, did not see it happening. And I love it when a movie gets me like that, because I can usually figure out the ending of a movie pretty quick. And the ending of this one, I didn't see coming at all. So I highly recommend either one of those two, if you like Silence of the Lamb kind of horror, because that's what I would compare it to. Both of them.
That's some good.
And the acting's phenomenal because D'Onofrio and Hugh Grant are two of the best actors of my lifetime.
Yeah.
And they play creepy dudes just so well. Of course, we already knew that about D'Onofrio from Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket.
Because when he became Psycho in that shower, I was like, holy shit, this guy's nuts. And he did that so well. See you, 9-panel.
What's going on, man?
Oh, I thought he was saying goodbye. Hello, 9-panel.
He might have just got done with the monthly comic book review. He was on there with it was him, Robbie. Bearded, Nick, and Robbie. Yeah, make sure you sub up the 9-panel grid, y'all. He's got video he releases on Sunday mornings, I want to say. They're like some of his like the top comics or something. I can't remember exactly what he calls it. I just know I watch them. He's usually got some really good picks. Yeah. So let's see. So I guess what I'll do now is, since I didn't do it last week, I'll go ahead and go to the book that was on Full Killer, 2007 Marvel Max series. I got to read 3 issues of it today. Holy crap. This, again, I'm kind of like, it's a little self-serving because they're books on my list I've been wanting to read. But once again, I'm really digging this. Plus, I love the Max stuff for whatever reason. You know, there's just something about it. Hold on, where? What was I trying to do? What were you trying to do, Jay? This is what I was trying to do. Bring me back on screen for this one. Okay. So this one is written by Greg Hurwitz with art by Lan Medina. So this is about a vigilante who kind of makes the Punisher look like a mall cop in some ways, at least in this series. Ed, is that you?
Burrito's
beeping?
done.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not beeping.
mine.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I was like, where'd the beeping
not
come
me.
from? Huh.
It wasn't me. I didn't beep.
I hear that periodically when we're on the phone with you.
With me?
No, with Eddie.
Okay.
You hear a beeping?
Yeah. Okay.
Jay just heard it. It's not just me. You just verified a long time thing with me that I'm like, okay, I'm not hearing things right. But yeah, there's times where it sounds like you're punching numbers in a microwave.
Yeah.
Well, there's times that one of the people that live here could be. I don't know, but there's nobody up right now.
Well, then you have a ghost that likes burritos.
Yes.
So
can ghosts use microwaves? I don't know.
Maybe.
Chimichanga.
So this one starts out with a guy who works for a gambling site who decides to take $40,000 because he has an older child who has, I believe cancer, and he's trying to make payments. Well, his boss catches him, sends enforcers over. They stick his hand down a garbage disposal, and he ends up obviously in the hospital. They tell him that he has a month to come up with this 40 grand. While in the hospital, we cut to some college-age guys, I guess, that are assaulting this girl. And you don't see it. It's kind of an after the fact kind of thing. But they're talking about it, and a guy comes through the window. The next thing we see is all of these guys with Joker's cards stapled to their heads and cheeks, and a sheet pulled over them with blood coming from a certain area. Yeah, this dude is super violent. Like, this is very much. This is a book that there were some parts of it I was just like, oh my god, that's a little much, but at the same time, maybe not too much. Anyway, the guy that had been assaulted, that owed the money in the first place, is laying in bed, and he's talking about how he wished they just would have taken him out. Come to find out that these dudes went to his house and killed his wife and his younger daughter. So he decides, after hearing this rumor of a guy called Fool Killer, to seek this guy out. He starts seeing more and more things on the news with these bodies showing up. There's one where it's 3 dudes that have been gutted in the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil kind of pose. So the first issue ends with this guy finding Fool Killer. Second issue is pretty much the whole story of why this guy became the killer that he is. And a lot of it makes sense. But again, you know, it's a much... I want to say it's Punisher without morals, but Frank really doesn't have too many morals to begin with, you know. Hey, Tracy. So we learn the backstory. The backstory is very interesting, and to see why he is the way he is, why he does the things he does. Then the third issue is him telling the guy, get off the floor, because that's where the first guy ends up. He's on the floor. And he's like, I want names of the people in the company, like the company you work for. Because apparently this company, it's a gambling site that waits till people make their bets, and then they change the spread on whatever they bet on. So they get cheated no matter what they do. So they're always they always send out people to collect the money, because you could make a bet and you could have actually won, but they switched the bet up after the fact.
Who does number 2 work for?
A guy named the Cheese. That's not a joke. The big bad in this is called the Cheese.
The Cheese.
And when I first saw him, I was like, "Oh, this is Kingpin." I thought it was Kingpin. No, it's not. It's a completely different character called Cheese.
First name Chucky?
That'd be hilarious. But no. So Fool Killer goes and he finds one of the dudes who assaulted our main character that we've been following. And the guy reaches for his gun. Fool Killer cuts his fingers off with his gun hand. Guy's on his knees, holds his hands up. Fool Killer takes the other 4 fingers off his other hand. Then he's like, I need names. Dude doesn't answer. Fool Killer cuts off both his hands. Still doesn't answer. Cuts off an arm. Finally, the guy decides, I'm going to give you names. And we end this book with the big guy saying, we need to take this dude out. That, at least where I ended on like issue 3. This was fantastic, y'all. I know it makes me seem like a violent psychopath, but I love the Max stuff, and this is one of the reasons I do. You know, I love my superheroes, but there's every now and then I just need a morally gray or bankrupt person that kills the bad guys. Just every now and then. I don't need it all the time.
Palate cleanser.
It does feel like
violence.
Yes, sometimes I crave violence, and I picked up a couple of interiors to show off. See if they all resized on me, didn't they? They sure did. But the art for me is solid. Dude's got a dog. He's got a walking stick with a sword in it. I think the tattoos on the sides. This is if you're a fan of Punisher and you want to see like a crazier Punisher, this is definitely one to check out. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm not going to read the regular Fool Killer. Okay, I'm still going to read regular Fool Killer. This one just happened to be the Fool Killer that popped up on my list.
Mm-hmm.
Because, to be completely honest, I knew nothing of Fool Killer until there's a Deadpool book. I believe it's called Deadpool and the Mercs for Money, that has Slapstick, Fool Killer, Stingray maybe, and a bunch of other characters. Basically, they're all wearing Deadpool suits in different colors. Like, I have the pops of most of these up on the wall. And then he had a series in 2017, 2018 that I read. Him and the character called Solo were 2 of my favorites out of those. So I didn't know this was a Max book at first when I saw it, like in my, in the list that I was looking at. I didn't know it was a Max book until I started, until I actually opened it up and looked at it. But this was dope. I'm going to continue reading this one along with the other books on the list. This list, it might take me till halfway through this year to get done with it, but it's getting done. Then I'll put a whole new thing of books on the list. I'm going to find a different way also to do the list. I just tried to make it to where, like, people could feel like, hey, I won, even though you didn't win anything. I don't know. Just try to get some more interaction. But what I've decided, what I'm probably going to do is from now on, is I'm just going to spin the names that are here. If that person isn't here, I'll spin the wheel for the book. If the person is here, I'll pull up the list. I'll read them off the list, and they get to choose what book comes next. I think that's what I'm gonna settle on. And Tracy, I showed it earlier, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it again since you're here. Make sure you sub up to Tracy. Last time I saw Tracy, you had like 61 subs, I believe. Hopefully, I fixed my YouTube to where next time you go live, I'll actually see it. Like I said, folks, when I do these lists, I give my kind of reviews. Mine aren't really in depth or anything. It's just like, wow, I thought the art was cool. Here's a little part of the story. Just though it's a violent and bloody book, and if you're into that kind of thing, give this one a shot. I'm just a fan of the Max stuff, period. Anyway, but almost to 70. Congrats, man. That's awesome. So what I'll do right now is, after I add Tracy's name, I'm going to spin the wheel. If they're not here, I'll spin for the books. If you're here, I'll show off the list so you can pick. I'm trying to make these as vague as I can. I think what I need to start doing is just doing one issue, because trying to remember all three, I have a crappy memory to begin with. Trying to do all three might be a little much for me. But there we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. We'll take this chat off the screen real fast. We'll go ahead and spin the names. Hey, look at that. Oh.
Why was my name not on it?
Because I didn't see you make a comment. Did you make a comment?
Oh, I know I wasn't in the chat.
Yeah, that's the only reason I added him. I was like, Nope's in the chat.
I was just joking. I don't care.
I'll add you next time.
Okay.
All right, so Nope, here's what we're gonna do. Either, like I said, you can pick from the list, and I'll read the list off to you, or I can spin it. So I got Icon and Rocket Season 1, Watchmen, Die, Irredeemable, Farmhand, Batman the Long Halloween, East of West, Incorruptible, Paper Girls, Something is Killing the Children, and Basket Full of Heads.
Let's go with Winner's Choice.
Winner's Choice. That's only if I spin.
Oh.
So spin.
Oh, you want me to spin it?
I thought that's what he was getting at.
No, I was just making a joke.
Oh.
Flew way over our heads, man.
How many? Waiting for a number?
No, I was just gonna say pick a book.
You either can name the book or tell him to just spin and take whatever the spin lands.
Okay, yeah, spin. Sorry.
Spin it? Okay. Here, I shuffle it. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Shuffled. You better not land on Winner's Choice after all that. Okay.
That would be hilarious.
Looks like I'm starting Die.
Don't do that.
the hell is Die?
Isn't it like a role playing or Critical Role?
It's something,
Something.
yeah, it's something like that. It's an Image comic book.
Okay.
1991, 6 teenagers sat down to play a role-playing game. They disappeared without explanation. There were no clues. They had vanished. They were found 2 years later in a forest over 50 miles away. When asked where they'd been, they could only respond, "I can't say." No one ever found out where they had gone or who could have taken them. Everyone was just glad they had escaped. The year is 2018. The teenagers are now adults. They are about to discover no one escapes. So, yes, I am 1,000% down for that one. So good pick. Okay. Sorry, folks. Give me a second. I'm making a note. Again, y'all, it's the craziest thing. I don't like role-playing games. But TV shows about role-playing games or comics about role-playing games.
What you just read sounded an awful lot like Jumanji.
Yeah, but from what I've heard from people, it reminded me of do you remember the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon?
Of course.
Where they get sucked, they go into that world.
It's like my favorite Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah, this reminds me of that, but more, I don't want to say more dangerous.
Well, it sounds like they're back in the world they were in.
Yeah, but I think we're going to end up seeing flashes of what happened.
Probably.
So I don't know. I've heard about the book before, and I was like, well, I like the premise, but again, it's just one of those books that I like the premise, never got around to reading the book. So now I got a reason to, and I'll try to make notes, because the other thing that I didn't do this week with the pick that I usually do is I wrote notes. I didn't write notes. I was trying to do all this by memory. I shouldn't do anything by memory. So I'll have some notes for this one next time.
If you remember to take notes.
No, I'll remember to take notes. I was just too lazy to take notes.
I'm just kidding.
This was a lazy thing this time. I was like, well, let me just go ahead and build the room. I read the books today.
Well, your review was fine. I mean, you keep it spoiler free, and if people get interested from what you tell them, I mean, it was fine.
True.
I mean, do you want to give a lot of detail? Because then somebody might not read the book. So
it's just it's weird when you're trying to do a review and you're not trying to spoil it, but you want to make it interesting, and then you're trying to like think of what to say. But you're like, man, I don't want to give like
you're
it's
making
weird.
Your own teaser trailer.
Well, yeah. So, like I said, this is more of a, you guys are seeing me read books that I've been meaning to read. And again, if anyone out there wants to read and drop their thoughts on a book, by all means. If y'all want to go out and get Die from Image, I think they just came out with or starting to come out with Die. It's a sequel. It's a sequel to this one. I can't remember exactly what Die Reloaded, I think. I'll look that up real quick.
Reroll, maybe.
You're probably right. Oh, come on.
2D20.
Oh. Okay, guys.
To die another day.
Die Hard.
Okay, it's loaded.
Hmm.
So it's die loaded.
Be a good way to die.
Of course, looking at that, I found something called Diced Reloaded.
Oh, yes.
Wow. Okay, that's a conversation for another time. What the hell is that? Wow. Okay. So anything coming up for y'all in the future?
I hope so.
Got anything planned?
Nothing planned. No.
Okay.
I might do a couple more Christmas things that I didn't get to, like reviews of stuff and stuff, but I don't know.
I'm thinking, and I know this is like we literally just passed Christmas, but you know what? Just like last year, it'll be here again before we know it.
Well, especially if we do the countdown to all these movies.
Yeah.
There are so many movies coming out this year that I want to see, and one of them came out this week. It was a horror movie.
What was that?
It's a horror movie, and I can't remember the name. But I saw the trailer for it and really wanted to see it. But I can't remember the name of it. And I can't Google right now. So
It's a movie for this year, though?
Uh-huh. It just came out like Thursday.
Let's see.
It's a really short title, but now that you've said die, that's all I can think of, and that ain't it.
It's not Primate, is it?
No.
No. You know, I thought we would have learned by Monkey Shines that you know, having a pet monkey is not a good idea.
You want to hear a good monkey joke? Let me tell you a good monkey joke.
Hold on to that thought for just a second.
Yeah.
Because we just got a visit from the internet and America's favorite imaginary friend.
Who's that?
Hello.
Who's Sean?
Yeah, you bunch of Avatar assholes.
He sounded like
what the hell does that mean?
Like an Alexa for a second. Hello.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd jump
We
in.
bury the dead.
There we go. Okay. The one
That's
with Keira Knightley?
What?
The one with Keira Knightley? Is that Keira Knightley in that one?
I'm terrible with names, dude. Why do you do this?
I don't know because I'm that
Daisy
guy.
Ridley.
Daisy Ridley. I get those two confused.
Yeah, I can see why they look
Ray
nothing
from
alike.
Star Wars.
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
Oh hell, I don't want to see it now. I'm kidding. I want to see it. It looks like a good movie. It's like a concentrated zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
But it only happens in one country, and she's trying to find her brother and has to deal with these zombified people. It looks good. It looks interesting. I like it when they put a new twist on things and don't just rehash. Oh, he made himself an avatar. Look at that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Well, I know, but I was Googling, so I didn't see it.
You said you couldn't Google. I was Googling for you.
Well, I had to close everything out to Google.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like I can't Google right now.
Well, I can't type on a laptop keyboard, so I use my pinky, but I got it out there.
And then immediately goes to Google. Hey
Well,
guys,
that's because it was killing me. I had a brain cramp. I didn't know you were Googling. And then you start naming movies. I'm like, oh, Lord, he's going to name like 100 movies. I need to just look.
No, I would have found it. Why would just know the premise?
But now I know why I got so confused, because it's dead and you said die. And the title left my brain.
We bury the die.
We bury the die. 2D4.
Yes. So, Sean, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, having a drink.
Oh, okay.
Relaxing, just waiting on folks to jump online here in a bit. Thought I'd come in and say hello and try to say hi to everybody today. What are we talking about?
Well,
It feels like a loaded question.
we talked about a lot of stuff. Just got done with the pick, which was Fool Killer Max, which is a pretty dope book so far. Talked about how I read Battle Pope and Gunpowder Prophets, Ordained, finished Battle Beast, and Red Invincible Returns. Pick next week is Die. It's at you probably don't remember. We talked about it at the other house. It's like Dungeons and Dragons.
Why don't
kind
you
of
ask
comic.
Sean the question since he's here?
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm leading up to that.
Oh, okay.
I read Immortal Legend Batman #5.
Yeah, that's the other one I need to read today. Well, I
Yeah,
might
you
save
get-
that for tomorrow and have that be my book 4. Book 4 of 365 books.
It was good. Immortal Legend Joker. That's all I can say.
Joker's getting some good treatment with that absolute. Oh my goodness, that absolute Batman Joker's wild. So,
Joker's wild. Ha ha ha.
Mhm.
so not trailer, but what makes a good teaser to you, Sean?
Everybody go back and watch the first Superman teaser from last year. That way, it's my question.
Okay, short and sweet. It's all right.
Hit me in that. Hit me in that. Get me excited. Throw in a tune that hits my childhood and gets the goosebumps going. Just nice.
That's the same comparison I use, Sean. Good pick.
Yeah.
That was good. Well, because as far as I'm concerned, that's the best teaser that's been put out in probably over a decade.
Very nice. So on the flip side of that, trailer wise, full trailer. What makes a good full trailer to you?
At least 8 wheels and extended sides.
Of movies.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Sorry, dude. The way you said it, I had to.
So I'm gonna go a different one because I could use Superman again. But I will go back to what I know was an excellent trailer in Ready Player One. And that was a movie that, despite my being a dipshit, the trailer was great. The movie was equally as great. It's a good trailer for me. Is you've got to. I don't want you to spoil the story because, by all means, then why the hell would I want to go to the theater? But give me something that is like an emotional hook. Is all I ask. Give me something that's some kind of hook that makes me want to see the movie. Now, I use Ready Player One because that is a movie that hits on a lot of nostalgia for probably everybody here because of all the pop culture references that's in there. So,
Yeah.
But for the most part, all I ask for a good trailer to me is if you can at least get me hooked emotionally to want to actually invest my time to see this movie. That might be a low bar, but I feel like, if I get too ridiculous with it, then a lot of trailers would let me down.
Yeah,
So
100%. And I lovingly refer to that movie as Easter Egg the movie.
Mhm.
But nostalgia aside, I love that movie. I really do. Like,
because a lot of my favorite trailers all hit me kind of on that level. Top Gun Maverick was very much like that for me. Ready Player One, Superman hit because they used that original or a variant of the Christopher Reeves theme, which is still one of the greatest superhero themes, if not the greatest of all time.
yes.
So, you know, but also, music, a good soundtrack. Like the Guardians trailers had a lot of the good music in it. So if you can get a kind of good hook in there, we joke around with all of our movie trailers we've come up with. We're gonna have Dirty Diana playing just the instrumental, and then we're gonna behead Ryan Reynolds as a teaser. So that's just how we are.
Yeah, music
But,
definitely plays a factor. Like, the best example I can do with music. So, the Afterburn trailer, it had a version of Renegade by Styx.
Mhm.
Completely worked for me.
Mhm.
The Boys trailer that I'm still upset that I could not release had Styx, Renegade, but it was another different version of it, and
Which
both times worked for me.
which movie was the one? I want to say it was like some kind of eerie ambient Nirvana.
You mean other than
cover.
Batman?
Was it Batman that did it?
Something in the way.
Yeah, there was that.
Mm.
I thought one of the Gears trailers used one too. That was like a very eerie cover of something.
They use
Gothica did that too.
yeah.
Behind
they use
Blue Eyes, Limp Bizkit.
yep. Funny enough, that is also in the Angry Birds movie, which I love. I don't care. I love the Angry Birds movie. I think you're thinking of was it Nothing Else Matters for Gears 4?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Music can make all the world of difference, I think.
And
too.
just Mad World has been like the theme for Gears forever.
Yeah. But yeah, for sure. Those are my things. Teasers, it's like a short. You've got to find a way to hook somebody, and however long you're going to do it. Anywhere from teasers we've seen have been anywhere from 15 seconds to a minute.
Yeah.
So definitely got to hook us quick.
Would a logo and music work for you for a teaser? Like, let's say they dropped a Green Lantern teaser and it's just the emblem and they're playing some dope song behind it.
I almost want to say no because I want some kind of like 2 or 3 second clip of the said person just saying something.
No, those are my favorite.
What's up?
We're
those
messing
are
with
my
Ed.
favorite.
Yeah, we're messing with Ed. I know he's not there
Okay.
right now.
But yeah, no, I need like just a bit of something. Yeah, I think what was it with Superman? We really never saw him in any of the trailers until finally it was like, all right, hey buddy, eyes up here, and then boom, he flies up, and that was all we got until a huge, the big trailer where they released like the first 5 minutes of the movie, if I remember right. So up till that point, they did, and I'm trying to, because the Superman trailer literally was just. I have to remember the original teaser now and go back and watch it.
There's a couple because we were talking earlier about. I understand in the trending state of the social media world that we live in, you can't really get away too much nowadays with just releasing one teaser and then a trailer. But we were talking about maybe dialing it back. We don't need 6 trailers, especially like 6 trailers for a movie that doesn't come out for a year.
Yeah.
You know, it needs
That's
something a
why-
little closer to time.
Yeah, and I get that because I'm trying to remember. Gunn did what? He did the teaser, like what, the year before, and that was all we got. And then we got nothing until, what was it, Superman Day or somewhere thereabouts. We finally got a trailer.
I think so.
Or
I
something
think
like
before
that.
we were just getting pictures.
I'm trying to remember, but I hate to use Gunn, but that's the most recent one I can think of because we followed that so closely. You know, Fantastic Four was kind of the same way. They didn't give us a trailer until 4 months, 4 or 5 months before the movie came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had that big old. Well, no, because I was still living in the apartment when they did that original teaser, or whatever it was. And then we all realized that Vanessa Kirby in a blue dress and her voice is just like hot.
Yeah. Well, there's also it's a marketing thing for me too. Like, when is a good time to start marketing for a movie? Should it be a year out? Should it be 2 months beforehand? Should it be like, is there a good time in y'all's estimation where
I'd say
promotions
4 to
start
6
going
months.
out? 4 to
4 to
6?
6 months. 4 to 6 months.
Okay.
Because it gives you enough time to give somebody, like we do 6 months, gives you enough time to even throw just the first teaser out. Let that burn for a couple months. Let people speculate like crazy. And then you come out with the first big trailer. Then, in my opinion, if you want to do 1 or 2 more, go for it. But definitely more than that would feel unnecessary.
I'd say,
Nope, you gotta-
yeah, I'd say within a year. Like, I hate hearing about movies that, like, you can announce it, but don't, like, give dates until you actually have some production done and you really have an actual deadline, like, within sight.
Right.
You know, and do an initial teaser where there's a little logo or a little one-liner, do an official trailer, and call it good.
Yeah. Yeah. And I realized
and watch that trailer 50,000 times, go for it. But I don't
exactly.
need 6, 7 of them.
And I realize, at least me saying something like that seems a little weird because a lot of the times, unless it's an unboxing or it's these lives, that's mainly the videos I do are reaction videos. But since I know that this is going to be the norm, I don't think this isn't going to change. We're just talking about what we think would be a good idea. Doesn't mean anything, to them out there. If they were to go to that format, I think I'd be fine. I think I would react to the teaser, I'd react to the trailer, and then anything else that I was going to do would be news. Like for Superman, I think almost all the cast I did a short for. Anytime they announced a cast member, there was one time I did one for Paul Kent at like 2 a.m, and then an hour or two later, they also cast Ma Kent, so I did another one.
That was a good night.
Yeah. They talked about Cat Grant, did one for Steve Lombard. Like, if you're a creator that's like, man, I want to make some content, I can't get a whole lot of content if they're only doing one trailer and one teaser. Do content that way. Do talk about people that confirmed stuff. Like, it's fun to speculate, but some of the speculation gets a little out of hand to where it's outright wrong. So you get people excited for things for the wrong reason. Like, I don't know, people saying that Batman is going to show up in Clayface. Nobody knows that. or so and so is going to show up in Supergirl. Which one of the casting things that we have, I don't think that anybody has talked about enough, is David Krumholtz being Kara's father. And trust me, if you don't know the name David Krumholtz, I promise you, if you Google the name, you will see the face. You'll realize who the person is. Because when they announced him as Kara's dad, I was like, wow, I would have never seen it. If you've seen Addams Family Values, he was Wednesday's little boyfriend in that. He was in Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. He was the other set of friends with the guy from American Pie. He was
Extreme guy.
Huh?
The bullies.
No.
Gas station?
No. They're Jewish friends. They were trying to go to hot dog heaven.
I'll sit here and listen.
He was Bernard, the elf in the Santa Claus. I know.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Speaking of teasers, though, we've gotten 2 now for Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah, we talked about those.
The Captain one did nothing for me. But Thor's actually hit, at least for me personally.
Why do you think that is, dude? Is it because it feels like he's going back to form, being serious?
That's some of it, but Steve's was literally pulls up, gets off a British motorcycle, and he's just in the house holding a baby. He says nothing. I feel like it's the speech or the prayer that Thor is giving to All Father or Odin while he's standing there, and I think that brings some an intenseness to it. It gives you context of what he's fighting for. I mean, it was obvious what we all pretty much have guessed what. Now that redhead's hot. Nice.
That's Emily Beecham, and the guy is David Krumholtz.
One of those, I've seen him in everything. He's just been in everything for forever.
Yes, those are the Zor-Els.
Oh, nice. Those are Kara's parents?
Yep.
Oh, okay, nice. Anyway, was it you were trying to go back to answer your question? But yeah, it's the main difference is literally it's Thor's speech or prayer. Just seems to add something to that particular teaser, and I have a feeling that they are going to. We're probably going to get another 5 or 6 of those, probably from various Avengers characters.
Oh yeah. There's still the X-Men one that hasn't been officially released yet.
Yeah. Well, all I got to say is if that image I saw is accurate of James Marsters,
oh, it is.
I'm going to lose my shit because I'm going to look at them and go, "You put him in black leather. Why? When that suit looks that fucking awesome."
I said the same thing when we saw Wolverine in the suit.
I'm trying to remember who is the one. It was in Deadpool and Wolverine that they made the stupid comment about the black leather, wasn't it?
Yeah, because in the X-Men movie, when they said something about the uniforms, Cyclops says, "What did you think we'd be in, yellow spandex?"
What do you want?
Oh, yeah.
Yellow spandex? Or what do you expect? Yellow spandex?
And then in Deadpool and Wolverine, it's like, what did you expect? Black leather suit?
Scott says that in the very first X-Men movie too.
Yeah, that's what we were.
Oh, I thought you said the last X-Men movie. I'm sorry.
No. Oh, yeah. Sorry, but yeah, it was hilarious when he said that. But That suit looks so good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it's freaking. And I mean, if nobody better tell me that James Marsters doesn't look like a comic character. He looks just like a comic.
Dude, I'm ready for him to get his redemption because my man got done so like I'm not the biggest Scott Summers fan, okay, but he got done so dirty in X3, like so
The most
dirty.
hilarious thing about it is it feels like Cyclops had a bad rep and gotten done dirty for most of it, and then they come out with X-Men '97 and he looks like a complete badass.
He
Like
is.
I'm a fight in the middle of a warehouse.
Mhm.
And I'm making it look like I'm moonwalking while shooting my blaster and sliding across the floor.
Well,
And then the landing from coming out of the sky is probably the best thing.
He is a badass. It's just the things he's done in the comics
Yeah.
that there's a lot of people that love him. There's a lot of people that do not like him at all.
Well, the funny thing is everybody that brings up all the bad shit he's done is like, well, Reed Richards isn't much better. In
Well,
some
You're not
ways.
wrong. You're not wrong. Reed Richards is actually kind of a dick. I mean, he has this gorgeous wife that he always ignores. He's obsessed. He turns his best friend into a monster. I mean, he's kind of a dick. So I get what you're saying.
No.
Tells everybody else to turn their lights off and then runs lights.
Yeah, that too. Entire world go dark. I'm going to play on my iPad now.
But they needed.
Yeah.
Let's just all admit it. Some of our favorite characters outside of Superman, they're all dicks. Wolverine's kind of a dick. Deadpool's a prick.
Oh
He's
yeah.
hilarious.
Oh yeah.
You know, Batman's a dick.
As excited as I was to see Wolverine, especially when he pulled the mask down, I couldn't not see two kissing Batmans because of that effing meme.
Yeah, right?
It ruined it for me. It totally ruined it for me. I was like all giddy for like half a second. Then I'm like, oh no, it's the kissing Batman.
It would have been worse if it was the black suit. What? Wait,
Yeah.
hold on.
Why?
Was the mask in
The
that
mask
one
is
black?
black. Yeah.
Okay, I remember.
Oh, dark blue.
See, I was
So-
remembering a blue one.
Right. It was dark blue, blackish. Yeah.
Close enough.
But you could see it. I mean, it was right there. And it's like, I hate that meme. I had read so many Wolverine things and never saw that before. And that one meme, it's just like when I saw the Stormtrooper's helmet upside down. And I can't not see the Stormtroopers the same ever again. They look like smiling idiots. And I thought that was the coolest uniform ever until I saw that damn meme.
Yeah.
If you think they're cool, flip them upside down. I'm like, oh my God. That was the end of it.
All I know is if you see the leaked footage, gotcha. If you see the leaked footage, most of these other trailers that they've made that look like official trailers, the stuff is getting so wild that I honestly thought until I saw the channel name that it was the real drop. Most of the stuff you see in there, yes, they are in the Jim Lee. He is in the Jim Lee comic accurate suit. And it's one of those hindsight 2020 kind of things that if they could have seen into the future and see how much people love the fact they put him in those suits, we would have saw him. We would have seen him in the movie.
I don't know if we would or not. And back in 2000, I don't know if they could have pulled it off. They might have done it like Captain America's first
parachute.
Yeah.
It looked like a parachute.
Right. Well, I'm just saying it might have been so hand sewn, look stupid kind of. Although they did Spider-Man well, and Spider-Man came out shortly thereafter. But you never know. But God, when he pulled that hood down, I went from to oh no, because of the Batman. I'm like, oh no, go away.
I still enjoyed it. There's a few people that are big fans of Wolverine that when they saw it, they're like, man, I thought I was going to love it, but actually seeing it, I was like, well, I mean, sorry you felt that way, because when I saw him pull it down, I was like, oh my God, we could have had this 20 years ago.
Oh yeah.
We
Look
could,
at
Should
we
have
could-
been there the whole time.
yeah. Like, I get what a lot of people mean by when they get these actors, and you don't want to hide their face. I'm thinking to myself, well, now, because Hugh Jackman was definitely not as well known back in 2000.
Mm-mm.
Everybody was all pissy because they honestly had Danny DeVito cast.
Yeah.
Like, they had him, they had Doug Ray Scott. Doug Ray Scott was going to be Wolverine, and something happened there. I can't remember 100%. Then they cast Hugh Jackman. You could have put him, in the mask then. Even if it was a black one to match, I don't know what they would have done. But to that now, I say Carl Urban. Carl Urban in Dread.
Oh yeah.
He wore that damn helmet the whole
Never took it off.
movie.
That's the way it's supposed to be. Especially in front of people. That's what pissed me off about all the Spider-Man movies. He was just taking his mask off for everybody. Like,
Yeah.
Toby, what are you doing?
I really wish we could have gotten that blooper deleted scene they put in one of the X-Men movies where the guy that was going to play Spider-Man, the one that ended up on that cover.
Oh, the one that's on that comic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He dropped in as Spider-Man while they
Oh,
were
that would have
shooting the
been
movie.
funny as hell.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Go ahead, Nope. Looked like you were trying to say something.
No.
No?
No,
Well,
I
see,
might have been sniffling or something.
freaking avatars.
Is your little vial missing, Jay?
Do what?
Is your little vial missing?
My vial?
Yeah, that was in Jenna's kit. He just said he was sniffing at
Oh,
right over your head.
Yeah, really was.
I heard Nope chuckle, so I know he got it, but he's gotten so used to my stupid sense of humor that he gets a lot of my shit that a lot of people don't. Poor man.
What's cool is some of them are in like potion bottles.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta tell y'all the funniest thing she did. So I can't remember which one she was working on, but she went and she put the glitter in there, and she's working on the table with like a paper towel down. This woman, the love of my life, drops a little bit of the glitter on top of the paper towel, right? She proceeds to go. She blows on.
Oh no.
I was like, what are you doing? She's got all these little pieces and all this glitter.
You're
And
going to
what are
be
you
finding
doing?
glitter for a month.
She goes, I don't know why I did that. The next thing I know, there's just glitter particles all in the air.
Oh, yeah. And you're going to be getting them out of shit for half a year, probably.
And I told her, I said, I don't want to hear a damn word about having glitter on my face or anything after this. Because this glitter is.
Jerry's like, hell yeah, it's strip club time.
I used to get my buddy in trouble all the time because he was married and he was the only one of us in our group that was married. And I got into the point where I would figure out a way to get glitter on him whenever we would go out. And he'd call me the next day, you blippity blip mother blip it. I know it was you. I'm like, what? Oh, go to hell. What? Because he'd get home and his wife would be like, why is your glitter? Yeah. And he was notorious for going to tea bars. Yeah. So I did it on purpose. It was fun.
So you got to imagine these little molds, these little pieces of things all on this paper towel.
Oh, yeah.
She drops the glitter on the paper towel, which is fine. And her immediate reaction is to like blow the glitter away. And like the fact she didn't knock everything down was astonishing, but it was just the glitter hanging in the air after she did that. Mm-hmm. It was so funny. I was like, that is something I would completely and totally do myself, but you did it, so it makes it even funnier.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna wait for Sean to get done with his work call, so I didn't just end it on him.
Does that mean that one of his tricks is never mind?
At one of his Johns.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh my
Would you
god!
like to be connected to a hot party?
You just reminded me of Nope. Just reminded me of Kramer when he was like, "Welcome to movie phone for English. Press 1."
I can't tell if you pressed 1 or not.
If you did press 1 again.
Seinfeld is a lot like this show.
Oh, you ain't lying.
It's a show about nothing and everything all at the same time. So, Sean, I'll go around the room and ask this. Other than More Legend Batman, you had a chance to read anything else? And if not, what are you looking forward to reading next?
Let me pull up my list and I will give you. I can tell you that getting all the way caught up on Bug Wars is one of them. Love that damn book.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hold on one second.
Oh, did you only read the first couple issues?
Only first couple issues that one time, and then got sidetracked. I need to finish and get caught up because it was so good.
Only 4.
Definitely
6.
Oh, it's 6. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Obviously, I need to get caught up on DCKO. There is a new ish. There's a re-release of like Daredevil, Punisher, The Devil's Trigger that I kind of want to check out. I want to read a little more Daredevil again. Yeah, for a guy who's my favorite character, I haven't read a Daredevil comic except for that new Black Armor one that they did a couple years back.
There's a brand new Daredevil Punisher out right now too.
I think
Or
that's
is that
what
the
I'm
one
talking
that
about.
Trigger?
I think that's what I'm talking about because it's like a continuation or a different side of an old Marvel Knights story or something like that.
I think there's a new one by Jimmy Palmiotti that was out.
I've got a Nova series. It's called Nova Centurion.
Oh yeah.
That I want to check out. The new Punisher Red Band. I haven't read any of it.
Oh, so
I'll read
good.
that.
Whew, so good.
I'm gonna go back through it basically reread because I don't even remember where I was. The that Chip Zdarsky Stillwater.
Oh yeah.
That I have the whole collection of, essentially, but I stopped reading around issue like 8 or 9, so I don't remember enough of the story. So I was like, screw it, I'll start from issue 1 and go through that again.
Such a trip.
I've got a list here. I'm not lying. Let's see. Sorry, I'm kind of reading things.
Okay, because there's a second part to the question.
Okay, go ahead with the second part.
Is there a TV series that you're looking to start, and is there one you're looking to finish?
Ooh. Finish Letterkenny.
And rewatch. Sorry, rewatch was the last one there.
Okay, so finish would be Letterkenny.
Mm-hmm.
Rewatch. I'm debating on if I want to do an Arrow rewatch.
I've been thinking about it too.
And do a live here and there on does the series still hold up? God, I'm trying to remember when it ended. But even just in general, the first season was what, 2012? 2013, somewhere.
Yeah.
It was like 3 episodes in when we first started living together.
Yeah.
If I remember right. So that was 2012 or 13, somewhere in that range. So, does that first season still hold up 13 years later? I'm pretty sure my answer is going to be yes.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, that's still probably the best season of the entire show.
Yeah.
I can also add Smallville because I've never really watched Smallville at all. I figured that'd be a good one for us to kind of get into and make a weekly thing where we can just kind of catch up on it.
Oh God, yes.
You said start, you're finished, start, and rewatch. So yeah, I wouldn't even count Smallville as a rewatch. That would be a start because I've watched just. I can probably count on both my hands how many episodes I've actually seen. See, that's a fair one to say start. Arrow's the rewatch. Finish should be Letterkenny. I could add more to probably that entire list, but yeah, those are the ones I'm going to go with for now. Well, no, okay, I got one more I'll add to the rewatch list. I kind of want to go back and watch Jack Ryan.
That
That
was a
one
good
again
one.
because
Yeah.
I like that one, and that one I can bring you in because that's a start for you. Because you only got about 3 episodes in, and then you've not watched a single thing since then.
Right.
So that's 100% a rewatch list as well.
Nice.
I've got one for everybody. What's going to be your trilogy we watched this year, movie wise? Haven't done it in a while. Not necessarily your annual one, like Jay has Lord of the Rings every year and stuff like that.
And Back
Like
to
what's Back to the Future? Yeah. What's another trilogy that y'all maybe haven't watched in a good while that's like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out this year.
Actually, I haven't watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy in a long while. I'm reading the book right now, so
Okay.
well, not reading the book, but listening to it. So it'd be nice to watch the extension.
My nephew has the non-bastardized version of the first 3 Star Wars movies on VHS that we're going to try to get together and watch. I'm looking forward to that because I haven't seen those in 30, 40 years because all you can see is the edited crap.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of looking forward to see the old stuff because it's been a long time.
That's one of those we can literally say back in my day, Star Wars was better.
Was that you that was
I
talking
wonder
about
if
them re-releasing that, Jay?
They're re-releasing it next year
That
in the
was for
theater with the original
50th
watches for the anniversary. Yep. The original Star Wars movies, the first 3, they're going to be re-released in the theater, unedited by Lucas for the 50th anniversary. But I don't know if you have to go watch them all together and it's only going to be for like a weekend or if they're going to release them one at a time or how they're going to do it.
When you say next year, do you mean 2027?
Yep. Because 77 is when it came out, so that's their 50th.
That's fair.
All right. So, well, first let me get to my whatever I said.
Oh, okay.
So, rewatch. It's gonna be Stranger Things, Smallville. I had the Arrowverse stuff on my list too, and probably Chuck. Just because.
Chuck said you can just get past season freaking 4.
Yeah,
Or 3.
every single
whatever.
time. Every single time I make it to season 4, and then something happens and I just don't end up watching it. Next thing I know, shit, I got to start at the beginning again.
I never heard of that one, Chuck.
With that one,
Oh, that show is
no, it's good. It's older ones.
No, you are breaking up so bad we can't understand you, brother.
I still haven't finished Chuck, dude. I was like, I got parted into season 2, and I think that's as far as you and I ever got.
Yeah. Chuck is a Zachary Levi show where he works at a place called Buymore.
That's Shazam, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And his ex roommate, like his roommate from college, sends him an email and it blasts him with this information that's called the Intersect. So basically, he has all these secrets like downloaded into his brain.
Oh wow!
And he can do things like I think at the end of that season or in another season, he can learn how to do things on the fly, kind of.
So kind of a lawnmower manish
A
kind of.
little bit, but it's a comedy. Like there's some
Oh,
jokes
okay.
in it, but it's a comedy like kind of show. It's really good. It's so good. Like that's when I first really noticed Zachary Levi.
Gotcha.
That's what I really noticed. His girlfriend.
Yvonne.
Yeah.
Yvonne.
My rewatches are going to be Superman and Lois.
That's another one.
It's going to be Reacher again, probably at least 2 or 3 more times because I want to do deep dive videos leading up to season 4. And as far as rewatches go, that's all I really have planned.
Mhm.
The new stuff, I promised you I would watch the It movies, so I will get on that probably shortly. I almost did it this week, but when I found those 2 that I'd never heard of, I'd rather watch those.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad I did. And you got me. I promised I'd watch Stranger Things, so I'll give that a try. And Paper Girls better be on your list.
I was just in the rewatch
I know. I'm just saying.
for my 2 watch.
It's only 1 season though. It sucks.
For my 2 watch, it's going to be Paper Girls,
I'll rewatch that one too then.
Penguin,
Oh, thank God.
Loki season 2, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
When the
So-
hell are you gonna have time to watch all these, dude?
I will find a way. I don't sleep at night sometimes, so
Because your Smallville's like what, 12 seasons and 30 episodes each or something,
it's 10 seasons.
and like 24 episodes.
Yeah, some of the seasons are about 20, 24.
That's a lot of watching.
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna be able to get like Sean to sit down for that like 24 a whole season.
Oh, I didn't expect you to. But all these ones you're picking have multiple seasons and stuff.
I mean, I could do that. But
in one sitting?
watch a whole season once. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
He can do it.
Wow.
He can do it.
but I want to
I
watch
can do it with Reacher. That's how I did do it.
Yeah,
The last time I did a rewatch of Reacher, I did all 3 seasons without stopping. And
Yeah, I wanna
realized
watch
that I
it
did
with
that
him.
one time.
with him though, so it's going to be kind of like on his
Gotcha.
watch schedule. So the rest of the things are what I'll watch by myself.
But
Now,
part
are
of
those
it, though,
hour long or are those 20-minute long?
What?
Your Smallville.
Smallville's about 45 minutes.
Oh,
so.
good Lord.
Yeah, it was an hour.
What is- we're just forcing on Jenna every time we eat dinner instead of American Dad. We'll put on Smallville.
Yeah, and so far, like, so it streams on what's about to just be Disney Plus because they're fixing to get rid of Hulu. But what I've noticed about that show is because I started to rewatch a couple years ago, they still have all the same music. They didn't change any of the music in the show. So all those great up and coming bands that were in that show doing music for them, it's still in there.
Nice.
Which I know that seems weird, but when I would watch Supernatural on Netflix and the second season didn't start with Wayward Son, doing the road so far, they played Wayward Son where they showed you clips from the first season. That like was weird to me because I was so used to it being Wayward Son that played.
Have we waited long enough to do a spoiler of Dairy? Soon.
I was actually going to ask y'all if like behind the scenes, but since we're here, why not?
Oh,
If y'all wanted to do Baby Dairy next weekend.
if not next weekend, the week after, sure, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
That way I can play on the thumbnail and stuff.
I don't know that I would have enough time to rewatch it because I'm starting work again for the first time, so I'm going to have a ton of problems to. So I don't know if I would get to rewatch any of it. So you'd probably have to refresh my memory. But if you waited a week and gave me a week, then I would be ready.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what we'll do. I'll figure out something for us to do this coming Saturday or
Okay.
next Saturday, whatever you want to think, whatever you want to say, and then that following one.
When's the next time Sean can join us?
Never.
To be honest, I'm not sure what's going to happen right now because I actually finally accepted a different promotion. I just got to find out what my schedule is going to be. I know what I've suggested. Well, I suggested to y'all, or I told y'all what was kind of going on. Some other stuff has happened since then and whatnot. I'm just waiting on them to get with me on what my actual schedule will be. I have a feeling it's going to range from either Monday through Friday or my suggestion of Sunday through Thursday. So I'm waiting to find out, and I will have a better answer.
Yeah. So
because I don't think I'm staying on the 4 and 2s for too much longer. And 13-hour shifts. I think it's going to be 5 and 2s and a shorter shift. So that's a little bit up in the air right now. It's definitely not going to be. If we were going on the 4 and 2, it wouldn't be till the end of the month at the earliest. So as soon as I know something, I'll definitely get with y'all on that one.
So for the Welcome to Dairy, that'll be on the 17th.
Yep.
We'll get it on the 17th. If I can find out the next time Sean's going to be on, I plan on us trying to do another review kind of show.
Oh, talk dirty to me.
That's awesome because that's a 3-day weekend too. So
the weekend of 17th?
Yeah, because we get MLK Day off on the 19th.
Cool. Okay.
Nice. Okay then. Well, on that note, gents, I'm going to jump off real quick a little bit, and if I get a good idea for y'all to talk about for next week, I'll pop something in there to see if it's something that y'all can really get onto.
Yeah, just slide it in.
Slide it in. It's all in the hips. All right, y'all.
Take care, man.
Later, y'all.
See you
Later, Elf.
Oh,
It looks like ALF. I'm sorry.
I know it does. I know. Freaking capital I's on keyboards.
I tried to turn my camera back on too, but it's just being a dick.
It's fine. I'm like I said, after the this is the part of the show where we're done with most of the comic talk and we were just talking. So I am gonna go ahead and end it. I know, sorry y'all. It's only a 3.5 hour show.
Oh, I thought we were going to talk about comics yet. Okay, sounds good. Because you had asked what our comics were going to be.
Oh, I'm still gonna ask y'all that question. I was just saying that I'm fixing to end it.
Yeah, he's going to end it all, folks.
I am. So since the imaginary friend decided to cut off my question. So, Ed, has there anything you've read recently, or is there something that you're looking forward to reading?
I am really looking forward to reading issue 4 of Harley Elvira. I just recently read issue 3, and it still got me hooked. I'm still loving it. I'm looking forward to reading issues 7 and 8 of Monsters, which issue 7 should be here on Monday, and 8 shouldn't be too far behind, I don't think. Maybe 8's even in there, I don't know. But as far as down the road, issue 9 of Monsters is coming out in April or May, and I really haven't had a chance to look down the road at what else is coming, so I don't know. But if you want to talk more about that next week, I'm sure I can find some stuff on League that coming up I want to read, because I know there's got to be some. Oh, an issue of Devil on My Shoulder.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm always looking forward to that. But God, that's a good series.
Only one book so far, and it's like,
I know.
Yeah, it's great. It is great. All right. Well, Nope, how about you?
I think I'm kind of excited to actually delve in and jump into a lot of Kickstarter books that I've been putting off reading. Luckily, I don't have to find them after putting them away. I've gotten digitals for most of those. But that Transformers one, pretty excited to get into. And then as far as recent things that I haven't gotten to, need to catch up on all the absolute stuff. And then I don't think I've even started the Beneath the Trees, the new series.
Oh, wow.
So got that to look forward to. Yeah. And then actually sitting down and reading books again, maybe. Hopefully I can pick that back up this year. I've set that one aside for a while.
Yeah. No, I get you. I want to do a reread of my Gears of War books, which I didn't bring that up tonight, but Netflix, dude, y'all have got to give me something for the Gears of War movie. You've got to. Like, Rod Ferguson announced a Gears movie back when Gears 4 was coming out, and then y'all got the rights. It said y'all were doing something with it. Y'all have a director, and then silence. You don't have to give me trailers. You don't have to give me anything like that. Just give me something. Let me know it's still happening. I've been waiting on this for 10 years now. Or I'm sorry, 20 years. 10 years. 20 years now. I'm ready to see something. Give me a logo, anything. But I want to reread my Gears books, not only the comics, but the books we have. Looking forward to the next Devil on My Shoulder.
Wednesday.
Savager.
Wednesday.
Okay, cool.
And then they're doing it monthly.
Nice.
So we won't have to wait. And believe it or not, the trade's already going to be out in June. So
Yeah.
isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
They made us wait like 3 months after issue 1. And now they're going to go boom, 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 trade. Okay.
Scout used to do something. I can't remember what they called it, but it was basically they gave you an issue 1 and then they did a trade. I can't remember. They had a name for it, but I can't remember.
Kidding.
Yeah, I dug when they did that. I can't remember. They had a name for it. I'll have to look.
So that
up.
would be the equivalent of binge watching after a pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I can get into that.
Yeah, I wish somebody else would pick that up. Pick up doing something like that. I think a couple of stories would benefit from doing something like that. But I'm excited for Savager, number 3. That one comes out January 12th.
That was the Alien Parasite book, wasn't it?
14th. Yes, it comes out the 14th. But yeah. More capes. Ready to read some more capes. Like I said, I read the 3 or 4 original ones already. I'm waiting to get to the point to where they continue with the series, like this new one's supposed to be doing.
30 issues of Paper Girls.
I want to get into Paper Girls. That's an Image book, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes. With a question mark, but I think so.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I thought so, but I wasn't sure. I always get Image and Dark Horse mixed up like I get Netflix and Prime mixed up. Because I was so pissed off at Netflix for the last 2 years for not having Paper Girls Season 2 until Dan said, wasn't that on Prime? I'm like, oh shit, it was on Prime. I've been mad at Netflix for no reason.
Well, that's okay. I'm still mad at Prime for canceling the tick after the second season, and then mad at all the other streaming services that wouldn't pick up the next season.
Well, when they canceled Paper Girls, there was talk that another thing was going to pick it up because it was actually the #1 streaming show when they cut it. And it's like, what the fudge?
I'll never understand how some shows get like 30 seasons and they're not very good. But other shows,
Kardashians.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but yes, 100%. And like things like the Mindy Project and crap like that. But shows like The Tick, shows like for like Paper Girls. There was a show Jenna used to love called Threshold. That was only a season that was really interesting.
Swamp Thing.
My God, I'll never.
Firefly.
Has that come up anywhere yet that you guys have seen where I can watch that?
Yep.
Where is it?
I will let you know when we're done here.
All right, cool. Because if you tell me it's Tubi, I ain't screw that. I ain't getting screwed by them again.
No.
I just started getting into it, and the sons of bitches let it go. I'm like, you're shitting me.
I know.
You gotta be. Jay gets me into it. I'm in episode 3, and it's gone.
I know. And the fact that it is not on HBO they went back to HBO Max. See, the fact that show is not on HBO Max and all the other old DC Universe, that was the app name, that stuff is on. Why? Why would you not put pretty much your best show next to Doom Patrol? Because Doom Patrol is actually pretty dope.
Right.
But why would you not have that on there? That's the only show.
Wasn't bad either.
What's that?
I said that Constantine show wasn't bad either.
Oh yeah, that was a ABC show.
I never saw that.
Was it?
Yeah, you never saw. Okay,
was that John Constantine or was it something else? No,
yes.
I didn't even know that was out there. The only Constantine
Keanu.
I ever saw was the movie that had Keanu.
Yeah,
right.
No, Matt Ryan was so good. They used him in cartoons. They used that character when
Matt Ryan.
Yeah, his name's Matt Ryan,
the quarterback for the.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Because there can't be more than one Matt Ryan.
I'm just joking.
I know you are. I know you are, Red.
I'm just joking.
I know you are. I know. It's okay.
I'm dead freaking serious. No,
it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. Okay. It's not your fault.
Where's my num?
It's not your fault.
Don't say that.
Don't say that. Shut your effing mouth. Stop it. I gotta go see a girl or about something. See a man about a girl. What was the note he left at the end? And he's like, son of a bitch stole my line. I gotta go see something about a girl or something.
I gotta go find out about a girl, I think.
Something. And I love that because John Williams. Oh my God. Robin Williams' last line was, son of a bitch stole my line.
Yeah. But Constantine, Matt Ryan was so good in the role that they had him cameo on other shows. They used him as the voice actor for some of the cartoons. But that was on. I said Channel 11, like what that is up there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we don't have a Channel 11.
Funny enough, the same thing here. KP or where they would show WB shows.
Well, see, for down here, WB was Channel 39.
Oh, okay.
Channel 11 is CBS.
Okay.
So you have CBS Channel 11, ABC is 13, NBC is Channel 2 for here.
This is the worst tangent we've ever gone on. We're
I know.
each other our TV
it's still comic related. It's still comic related because I'm talking about what the show's coming on.
Oh.
But there was an unaired pilot for Constantine. Then they aired the pilot because something different happens in between. There was a character that was supposed to be there in the original pilot, and then in the aired pilot, she was there but decided not to continue the journey. Like, it was really weird. So, but yeah. So folks, that's the show. Guys, I'm going to drop you out and end it, and then I will see y'all in the back room.
Ooh. Kinky.
3 hours and 40 minutes.
Hell Hydra.
All right, guys.
Later, everybody.
Hasta la vista.
I cut him off right when he was going to say the thing. I'm bringing you back on just to finish your line.
Baby.
I had to, y'all. I had to. Like, my OCD was like, come on, man. You got to finish that. Anyway, folks, that is the show. I know the last hour we just been sitting here talking, but it is a hangout. You know, we talk comics and stuff like that, but we also just like to hang out and chat. So thank you all for being here as always. Make sure I'm lined up in the right spot that I'm supposed to so I don't mess this part up. Okay. So if you're still here, thank you for staying here for all the insanity. And if you dropped by earlier and had to leave, if you happen to watch this on the rewind for whatever reason, thanks for being here. You know, I always appreciate it. Even if you can't stay very long, just dropping in and saying what's up and bouncing works for me. Love having everyone here. You know, I'm behind the scenes all the time on the experience. I'm not really a big in front of the camera guy, but I like doing it on this show. I like doing it here. I don't mind being on camera at work, but for work, it's work. For here, it's just hanging out with friends. So I'm going to end it because I'm getting babbly. Join me next week. Join us next week. Not 100% sure what we're going to do, but you know, most of the time I never am sure what I'm going to do till a couple of days beforehand. But that's going to do it all for us here at Hydra Asylum with our buddies, the Weirdos. I've got the hiccups now. Let me try that again. With our friends, the Weirdos. Make sure you sub up to them and everyone else in the description and all the little things I showed at the beginning. If you're new here, you like what you saw, don't forget, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. All right, folks, I'm really getting out of here now. You all take care. Have an awesome rest of your weekend. See you next time. Later.